That's more like it. Ready to rock? Just let it all hang out.
Yeah! Rock and roll, Aniki!
Works for me. Now listen up. It's judgment time. We're starving dogs running the rail lines. Just getting by on any scraps we can find. The hand that feeds means nothing to me. This tail don't wag for no one else. Yes, man has his day. That day is dead and gone. We are bad boys. The young man left to meet his maker cries out no to say. Justice, we're breaking the law, breaking the world together. Throwing out all tenderness, we're breaking the rules. No cause, no choice, no going back to how it was. No slowing down because we'll keep our heads high. Our fists raised till we die. We're living by our own judgment.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the equivalent of the torture dance from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Yet another franchise Yongye has managed to get his greasy little palms on. How are you all doing? It's great to see you. No, that's a lie. I don't like any of you. But, you know, it's mandatory that I stream, otherwise people lose their minds. Like, where the hell's Frit? Did Frit die? Frit! No, don't worry. I'm very much alive, unfortunately. You know, I tried my hardest. To make to not survive the month, but I miraculously survived. Even after multiple boxes of nitrous, multiple boxes of nitrous, multiple tanks of nitrous, and I'm still somehow alive. So, since I can't really do my job of, you know, offing myself, I figured I may as well show up to my other job. You guys, $5 from Owl. Recently gotten into Titanfall 2 and can't believe it died to Apex. I know, bro. I feel your pain, man. Such a fun game. Anyways, gonna listen while in the roller at my job, so have my $5. Just 5, Owl? Just 5? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. I love you, man. The $10 from Benjamin Loken, the man responsible for me putting on the track tonight. Hey, oh, it's that time of the week again. At least we didn't hear the Yongye song this time around. I am an evil man. I am evil. $2 from Benjamin Loken. Hashtag worth it. What? Oh, whoops. Hold on, chat. 1 second. I forgot to do one thing here. There we go. My bad. There, that's fixed now. Whoa, Manuel Holland with the 10 gifted memberships right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means, right? I need to have this shit on standby for whenever it happens, but here we go. Thank you for your 10 gifted memberships. 10 brand new members. The Fratanga Empire growing stronger and stronger by the day. Soon nobody will be able to stop us. Alex can't do it. Erica's for the win can't do it. Destin can't do it. Griffin can't do it. Nothing can stop this train. The Fratanga Plays Empire grows stronger. Give me your clout. Thank you. And thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. D13 member for 10 months. After that hell, this salt better be top shelf. Oh, it is, because we're going to cover one of your guys' favorite imitators of my content, Alex. You know, there's lots of fake Tangas out there, fraud Tangas, I would call them. You know, wannabe salt dealers. And at the top of that list is Alex. And so we are going to call out number 2 in the industry of salt dealing. Well, we're not really going to call him out. We're more or less going to go over Alex, quote-unquote, debunking the Xbox tax which led to some unwanted results. So yeah, $5 from Pokris. Damn, haven't gotten paid yet. Haven't gotten paid yet. Would our deal carry over to next stream? Sounds good to me. We can carry our deal over. The Average Gamer with another 10 gifted memberships. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. You never get tired of hearing it. Away with your human rights. You don't deserve them. Here at Pretanga Plays, you go straight to work. We are a community built on people, built on labor, built on taxes. Speaking of taxes, we're going to talk about a lot of taxes today. $2 from Benjamin Loken. I'm 100% immune to the Young Ye song now. Yeah, bullshit. We're going to test that out. All Games Video member for 15 months. Let me move my mic over here. Hey, yo, I'm 50 months going strong. Call me strong. Oh, 50 gifted memberships from Caustic MK5, baby. Woo! Look at that. 50 gifted memberships. Unbelievable. I don't even know how the hell you did it, but here we go. I can't believe I missed that. Anyway, holy shit. Let me make sure I have everything in the right order. But yeah, anyway, let's play your song, of course, good sir. And it's gonna be accompanied by ass cheek slaps. Here we go. These ass cheek slaps are for the people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, For the people! For the people! Thank you for your 50 gifted memberships, you insanely generous person. Yup, Alex got another thing wrong, just like this one's boyfriend. Listen, we're gonna have to go over this, but communism everywhere. Unforgiven is here! Unforgiven is here! You know, Delta thinks he's number one, but Unforgiven is actually truly number one. Because Unforgiven just lurks in the shadows, jumping out at every single opportunity to meme. Unforgiven is unpredictable, I'm not gonna lie, but yes. Thank you. Anyway, Alex says you should fix your audio. Alex should fix his arguments. Got him! You know, it's funny how much people underestimate me, because like, Frit's not smart, and I'm just like running circles around these people. It's hilarious. $5 from Benjamin Loken. Try me, it won't faze me now. I've tortured myself to the point that it's just funny to me now. Stop, Benjamin. Just because it doesn't hurt you doesn't mean it won't hurt everybody else in this chat. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not tonight, okay? Alright, we've hurt people enough. Anyway, so, now your cheeks are red, like communism, yes! Gabriel! You are 100% right. Red Chaos 173 member for 9 months for Tang Assault, Alex Assault, any day of the week. And I'm gonna prove it now. Now, Delta, I love you, man. I know me and you agree on a lot, but we also disagree on quite a few things. See, me and Delta don't see eye to eye on the Xbox tax, but that's okay. Me and Alex don't see eye to eye on the Xbox tax. That's fine. Me and Erica don't see eye to eye on it. Me and Griffin don't see eye to eye on it. Me and Destin don't. Actually, I lie. It's not fine. It might mean they're blind, and I'm actually kind of worried now. I'm concerned over my friends, okay? I'm concerned for Alex. I'm concerned for Destin. I want to make sure that their vision is okay and that they're not going blind, so we're going to help them. Gar of the Rage member for 7 months. That's the man himself, yeah. Sacre bleu. Spam red. Oh, by the way, chat. Believe it or not, I actually picked the appropriate alcoholic drink to have with my communism. Chat, can you guess? Everybody here in the chat, guess. What drink did Daddy Frit buy to accompany his communism? What goes well with some communism? What alcoholic beverage did I pick? Guess. Shout out to the 420 watching live. Woo! $2 from Thunderstruck115. I'm sick and I need my medicinal salt. Oh, you got plenty, all right? See, the Alex salt. Now, that's the one we're going to dig into tonight. Erica 2. I know, unknown soldier. I know, it hurts too. It hurts. Nah, I'm kidding. I like hurting women. Captain Morgan, nope. Vodka, nope. Not vodka. Nope, 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 nope. Very good guess, chat. Very good guess on the vodka. But no, I'm not drinking a Russian alcoholic beverage. Instead, hold on. Get from my fridge. What I am drinking is a tall can of cider called Red's Wicked Apple. And the entire can is red. Not as red as my ass cheeks, but pretty red. So, there we go. No, not moonshine. Red's Wicked Apple. Tall ass can. Big tall red cider. Super red. Even more red than the Soviet flag. Much more red than that. Yeah. Toilet wine? No. Yeah. Doesn't sound too bad. Also, cider's alcoholic? What? Konata, we're gonna have a serious talk, Konata. I've been questioning you. You're a fraud, Konata. You're not an adult. You're not supposed to be in this stream. Get out of here, Konata. This stream's for adults. And simps. The big red apple. All right, let's open up this bitch. Let's start our night right. Money, Fried, peace, or how most of geese call it, Bud Light goes well with communism. Money! Oh my god, all the best jokes are always on this chat. You know, if you want to tune in for some good old-fashioned racism, this is the best place to be. Anyway, let's have a sip of this guy. Wow, that's a strong one. Oh, you know what? It's pretty well balanced. Holy shit! 100 buckaroos! And it's in red! These $100 are drenched in red! Red! A red $100 from everything! Destin was straight up capping, saying there's no such thing as Xbox tax in one of his videos. Also notice IGN hasn't spoke about the Sony lawsuit. Anyhow, showing my support, keep the salt vids coming. And that's funny you say that, AO Everything, because IGN wouldn't stop reporting the gamer lawsuit on Xbox. You know, we're gonna have to talk about this Xbox tax, but my god, 100 buckaroos from AO Everything. You know what? You are the man. And the best part is the super chat was red. It was red to match the theme of this communist channel. I've had to learn to embrace communism. Hey, all of you are witnesses. Okay, I know some of you who tune into the streams have seen it before. I fight off the communism. I tell people, no, no, no. What do? They throw me the money anyway. So you're all witnesses. You have all seen with your own two eyes that I tried to fight communism, but I failed. Now I have to integrate it. $5 from RC Polygons nervously. I love being a part of the great nation of the People's Democratic Front of Free Workers of the Free Nation of the Workers of for Tango. Yeah, that's right, you better. Remember what we did to your family. Don't you forget, RC. But thank you for your $5. Now get back in the gulag. Red, free of taxes. I gotta say though, this apple cider, the cider, it's an 8%er. It's got a kick to it. I'm really liking it. I could sip on that all night. Ooh, it's balanced pretty well. It is. Anyway, okay. So, the Xbox tax, and again, thank you to everybody who's been super chatting. Thank you for your support. It means a lot. I'm going to take that money for Christmas and I'm going to buy everybody nothing. I'm going to keep all the money to myself. My sister's going to be like, what you get me for Christmas? My brother's going to be like, what you get me for Christmas? My mom's going to be like, what you get me for Christmas? My husky is going to be like, what you get me for Christmas? I'll be like, nothing. It's for me this time. I buy you guys stuff all the time. This time it's for me. You know what I'm going to spend that money on? I'm going to get the Steam Deck OLED. It's happening. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. Furtanga's making the jump to the Steam Deck. The Steam OLED model specifically is the one I want. It's happening. It's real. 20 buckaroos, but hey, look who it is. One-man army swamp party. Man, I remember when I pre-gamed for military ball drinking 120 proof bourbon. Holy fuck. From my flask and then drank beer. What? And wine. Bro, your liver's a champ. Out the ceremony, throughout the event, and then drinking the grog and dancing, I drank my NOC. Holy shit. Bro, that is wild. That is some wild drinking, man. I want to drink with you. I would never drink with Alex. I would never drink with Griffin. I would never drink with Top Hats and... I would drink with Top Hats and champagne. But I would rather drink with you. Look at the buckaroos flying tonight. The money making that's going on here. The communism being supported for Furtanga's Steam Deck. It's official. Anyway. So, that being said. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. DX proudly presents to you its Salt Champion of the World. Furtanga plays. Back at it again. To basically make the arguments everybody else is too scared to make. See, everybody on social media, they're scared. All right? They don't want to be viewed as irrational. They don't want to be viewed as crazy. They don't want to be viewed as someone with the loony thoughts. So they've taken to trying to debunk the Xbox tax to prove to all those people that come after them every day that they're not biased themselves. And you failed, all of you. Alex, Griffin, Erica, Destin, all of you failed. And I like you guys. I do, some of you. $5 from DJ Wolfenstein. Can I leave the gulag now? Or am I gonna get back in my kneecap shattering and silence, dog! This is me to you right now. This is me to you right now. This is me to you.
Go!
This is me to you right now.
Go, Charlie, go, Charlie, go, Charlie, go.
Go! Put my cage on the bar so I can see!
Shut up, dog!
That's you! That's me to you!
Shut up, dog!
Shut up, dog!
See!
Shut up, dog! Shut up, dog!
That's you! Alex is a big fat phony. No, Alex is not a phony. Alex has integrity, okay? Alright, I'm not trying to put him down for it. I mean, we joke about Alex here a lot, but Alex is legitimately a really good guy. I mean, other than the hours of CSGO he made me suffer, like, he put me through 500 hours of misery, I'll never forgive him, and maybe that's the grudge I hold against Alex, is the CSGO 500 hours he made me plow into that game. I'm still not happy about it to this day. But Alex is not a bad person. Don't think this discredits Alex. Okay? Yeah. That should be an edit for it. That's like us to Edge Night. Shut up, dog! $5 for one-man army swamp party. I mean, the engineers battle him says we are the engineers. We can demolish 40 beers, drink up, and come along with us sappers. Lead the way. No, man, I don't know if I could keep up drinking with military dudes. Military dudes drink more than sailors. They drink more than wrestlers. They drink more than construction workers. Like, the military dudes, their hobby is getting drunk because there's nothing else to do at those bases. They're lucky if they can sneak a PS2 in there. But anyway. So, no, this is not to discredit Alex. This is not to put Alex down. This is not to put down Destin either. This is not to put down Erica. It is to put down Griffin, though. I don't mind putting down Griffin. That's fine. But everybody else, I respect your opinions if you're listening to this. Destin, Alex. I understand why you guys, went to bat to defend the industry from accusations of Xbox tax. But here's the problem with everything Alex Destin did, is they kind of helped prove it sort of exists. And how they did that was bringing in all the evidence that everybody always brings to them. And honestly, not doing a very good job of really, I guess you could say they were trying to downplay it. Be like, well, you know, this happens here, this happens there. But honestly, just bringing up those screenshots, bringing up the occurrences, the amount of times it happened, did not help debunk anything. It only helped reinforce people's belief that it exists. And you had one job. One job. You guys had one job. So it sucks to see that you guys couldn't fulfill it. $2 from Mech Lord. They remade Rooney Kenshi. Oh, I've never played any of those games. $5 from Black Cobra. So Fred, after you're done with your communist art, will you go full fascist in your next art? And people who send free memberships, send them to Salschwitz? Cobra! I don't know if I could get away with that. But if this was old YouTube, I definitely would. $5 from DJ Wolfenstein. I mean, I'm technically a werewolf, Frankenstein hybrid creation, who got a job as a DJ to pay off my medical bills to replace my kneecaps. Well, who needs kneecaps, DJ? Just use a wheelchair, who cares? I mean, if I could sit down for the rest of my life, I would love that. $2 from Thunderstruck 115. Big Man Gamers left us and now gaming sucks. Yeah, I miss Big Man Gamers. This guy, member for 11 months. Oh damn, I forgot to cancel my membership. Hey, wait, what? This guy, hold on. You've been a member for 11 months. You're about to round up close to a year and you're gonna cancel on me? Everybody in the chat, boo this man! Boo! Oh, boo! How dare you? How fucking dare you? Yeah, it's an anime. Why not? I mean, what else should they do than drink? That's a good question. Nothing. They have nothing to do but drink. Yeah. Obviously, there's no mass cult that is conspiring against Xbox, but it's about a widespread bias that embeds itself within the organizational culture of these media. Yeah. Mitch, you're close. Very close. Almost right on the money. Very close. But yes. Yeah. Boo this man! Look at him. He can't even hold on to a $2 membership a month. If you can't afford a $2 membership a month, get out! Get out! You heard me, that's right. I am male Pokemon now. I will poor shame you. I've been playing Portal with RTX on Steam Deck. Ray tracing on a handheld. Modern vintage gamer will call it an impossible port. Like you did with the certain version. No, man, I can't wait for my Steam Deck. I can't wait till I get it. But anyway, so here we go. This is treason. He's going against the Fertenga Play Constitution. Yeah. Holy shit, look at that. More red. More red. More red. Woo! Woo! Another red. Mad Molson. $100 here, Frit, for your deck. Please don't become Hassan Piker. Bro, I will never do that to you. Okay? Alright, the fact that I am one of the only people, I am one of the only salt dealers that actually believes that the Xbox tax exists, okay? Think about it, alright? I am fighting an uphill battle. It's not an easy one. $2 from Thunderstruck. Xbox tax exists, and it goes to Jeff Keighley. Let's go! Red! Woohoo! $5 from One Man Army Swap Party. Almost forgot to mention, when I got back to my room, I got in a fight, drank the rest of my bourbon in the bottle. And the hangover I had the next day, man. Bro, you must have been hungover for a year. I've had hangovers that, rarely do I get them, but I had a hangover that lasted me 4 days. It was bad. Probably the worst 4 days of my life. I felt like I was dying. 2 from Chris. When you selling $28 cookies? Well, I'm going to put little sprinkles of my popsicle stick in the cookies and try and sell it off that way. But yeah. Fred, you should play Cult of Personality every time you get 100. All right, fine. Oh, no, I can't. I can't. I'll get the copyright strike. I'm trying not to play copyrighted music on the streams anymore. Because they actually hurt YouTube pushing them. Copyrighted music is a big no-no. And I'm trying to move away from it. But I do miss playing copyrighted music. So, anyway. Let us scroll over to Alex's video right here. Xbox Tech. Oh wow! Look, he fucked up the title. He was in a hurry. He was in a rush when he was making this video. Look, he has a capital B on box by accident. Minor mistake. I'm a nitpicker though. You know, the Xbox TX exposed. Game journalists are biased against Microsoft. Some are. I mean, it's just chat. I mean, I understand why people find it crazy that some people find it crazy, and for a good reason, that there are some out there who legitimately believe there's a worldwide conspiracy set against Xbox. There is no worldwide conspiracy. No. The whole industry is not in on it. But I find it crazy that some people don't believe there is bias against Xbox from certain publications or organizations or journalists. You really gonna sit here and argue with me that certain organizations and publications aren't biased? That's crazier to me than believing a worldwide conspiracy. That to me is crazier. Holy shit, David Salsina with the 20 gifted memberships. You know what that means, chat? You know what that means? Thank you for your money. This will go to serving the people. And by the people, I mean my Steam Deck. This will fit nicely into my Steam Deck funding. The people will continue to starve. The water will be dirty. There will be no human benefits. There will be gulags. And I get my Steam Deck. Thank you. I appreciate you. $2 from Kizzle. Alex L for denying Xbox tax L in the chat. Yeah. Xbox L. Yeah. What up, friend chat? Yeah. And $2 from the average gamer for Tango banned Girl Scout cookies would make bank. Dude, I mean, if I cooked, I don't know. I made stickers and people didn't want them. If I make cookies, I'm not going to be the only one eating them. But I will put weed in them. If I'm going to be the only one eating my cookies, I'm going to put weed in them. Fuck it. But anyway. So I find it ridiculous that some just don't want to admit this, because it's been obvious for a while that certain publications do favor certain brands. That is not a grand mystery. That is not a conspiracy. That is just blatantly obvious in front of your eyes. And I don't know why people are so hesitant to admit it. It blows my mind away. I'm like, you really believe that publication right there doesn't favor certain companies, certain genres, certain platforms? Because they do. $5 for one-man army swamp party. Oh, dude, I got up head pounding, dehydrated, walked all the way to the shop outside just to get a Powerade to sober up. Powerade is a good way to sober up. Yeah. Benjamin Loken with the 1 gifted membership, so he gets the shortest theme. And that's all you get, Loken, because it was one membership, so that's all you get. So yeah, so anyway. Alex tried going for it. You know, he tried debunking the Xbox tax. Well, not debunk, I mean, debunk, but he also, he reinforced it. Accidentally. And I will show you how that happened. Let's take a look at the comment section, because the comment section can say a lot about how much your audience agrees with you. Likes and dislikes is one thing, but comment sections don't lie. Well, I mean, they lie. Comment sections are the way to gauge where your audience stands with you on certain things. And it's okay if your audience disagrees with you. That's fine. I have that happen to me a lot. People don't like that I liked Starfield. They were pissed at me about that one. But it happens, you know. We all have opinions that some won't agree with. But, you know, the amount of people who basically didn't really agree at all with Alex on this one, it kind of surprised me. And it was the same with Destin, and it's been the same with Erica, and even the same with Griffin. Half, at least well over half, or at least like 80% of the comments are disagreeing with all of these people. Why is that? Why is such a sizable chunk of each of these people's audience disagreeing with them that the Xbox tax isn't real? Like, there has to be something that they're seeing frequently enough, in their face enough, that they believe it. Because like at this rate, it's just, we can't really deny what other people are seeing themselves. So check this out. When you've got outlets like Metro UK saying they can't give an Xbox game a higher score because they didn't release enough games the year before, there is proof that media isn't scoring games on merit alone, but on a different scale altogether, and they're not holding other companies too. And it's funny because I will actually be able to prove this statement right here in just a bit. Molly, you can't hit like by accident, but you can leave a negative comment. But you can't leave a negative comment by accident. Oh, Molly! Yeah. Also, doesn't explain how IGN has somehow managed to omit Xbox as a console that numerous games launched on this past year. If it was just an honest mistake, then it would happen to other consoles, not just Xbox. The fact is that gaming journalists in general treat both PlayStation and Xbox completely different. They do. We can't deny that these outlets do treat these two brands differently. I mean, if we can't come to an agreement that there's some sort of bias or tax on Xbox, can we at least come to an agreement that they are not treated the same? One gets reported on way more, and it makes sense because PlayStation's more popular. But when it comes to the negative press on Xbox, it's not equal. Forspoken, the PSPortal, The Last of Us PC remaster, flopping. Okay? Spider-Man 2 bugs and glitches. Horrible PlayStation showcase. Do you know who was covering that stuff religiously? Me. Me! YouTubers like me, okay? When you go and check out IGN, they have like 40 fucking posts all about negative shit on Starfield, negative shit on Xbox. They do. And it's not even close. It's like a landslide. Like, bro, for every one bad PlayStation article, there's like 20 bad Xbox ones. It's just like, it's right there in your face. And it's like impossible to deny. And we have to ask ourselves, why does this happen? Why is there more? Yeah, factions. Don't forget the cancellation. I mean, bro, PlayStation, I would say objectively, finances aside, PlayStation objectively had a much more underwhelming year than Xbox, in my opinion. $5 from RC Polygons. I left a comment on the video. I hope you can find it. Right? Money. Remember, Colt Eastwood is the most trusted news for Nintendo and PlayStation games because he's super unbiased. Thank you, Monley. Thank you. I mean, yeah, it's good. Yeah. Frit, just go to Metacritic and see the amount of people who review games on PlayStation compared to Xbox PC combined. I've seen it. I know, yeah. I know, it's not equal. And I don't understand why people are so hell-bent on denying that. Well, like, I don't understand why people want to deny that's the case when it's so obvious. Now, check this other comment out, right? Another showcase is coming, oh yeah! Destin was very dismissive every time someone made a valid point. There's a clear Xbox tax, and all he did was shield the entire time protecting the industry. That did disappoint me on Destin's part. I'm not gonna lie, Destin. Let me bring up the clip. The clip that is not gonna fare very well for you, Destin, but understand if you're listening to this, Destin, I gave you a heads up, you know, I told you I'll be covering your stuff, and I'm not here to discredit you. And I'm not here to tell people don't listen to Destin. Destin sucks, Destin's stupid. I'm not here to do that. Okay? I respect you, Destin, and your body of work. For the most part. I don't respect that you work for IGN, but that is your business. This clip right here, however, really irked me. And let me bring up the clip that is. Right over here. Okay? Because, listen to this. Listen to this.
Yes.
I know you were saying
I have to be just for context. I have to be very careful what I say about the company who I work for.
No, agreed. That's what
Let's hear that again.
What I say about context. I have to be very careful what I say about the company who I work for.
No, agreed.
I have to be very careful what I say about the company who I work for.
No, agreed.
I have to be very careful what I say about the company who I work
No,
for.
agreed.
I have to be very careful what I say about the company who I work
No,
for.
agreed.
Just conflict of interest a little. You know, it's not the best look for you, Destin. This doesn't, I'm not taking away from your credibility because I understand that maybe your job at IGN is very secure. Maybe they pay you very well and it's I mean, and it provides your family. You're doing what you got to for your family, Destin. You have a newborn son, from what I know. You're a father now. Congratulations. But, I mean, this is not cool. Oh, $4.99 from Drake Russell. Sony throwing a hissy fit over COD when they have Killzone and Resistance. I would maybe buy a PS5 if they revived those games. I would, yeah. Yeah. Just a slight conflict of interest there. And this is an argument I got into with Alex on Twitter. Well, not argument. Me and Alex, very lighthearted argument. But check this out. I posted this on Twitter. Xbox leaving the games industry would be better for everyone. Reader's feature. So, you know. I posted that because I knew it was a reader choice article. And I had a feeling Alex was going to come out of the woodwork. And he did. Alex came out and says, and it kills me to do this to you, Alex, because I like you, man. Bro, come on. Reader's feature. So his argument against me was that it was a reader's feature. And I'm here like, bro, that doesn't change the fact that these things are peer-reviewed and approved and posted. You really want to be Metro posting shit saying Xbox should leave the industry, and then you wonder why Xbox doesn't give you review codes? You wonder why they don't give you review codes or send you shit when you're posting reader's choice featured articles like that and approving of it? Are you out of your mind, guys? And you have the audacity to bitch about not getting review copies? Get the fuck out of here. And I replied to Alex with that clip of Destin. To which Alex, and I ratioed 42. Alex like, I literally called him out on that. Not okay. I'm like, you're acting like you had a choice. We know you didn't, Alex. You had to call him out on that one. Good for you for doing it, but like, you know, let's not pretend there was a choice in the matter. You were at a crossroads. You were like, well, I got to call him out on it or I got to defend him on it, and I'm not going to defend him on it. So, good move on that one, Alex, but you know, you know how it is, man. So if a reader says it, that makes it okay? That's the argument, General. That's the argument, and it kills me because Erica did it too. Check this out. Here's Erica trying to ratio me too, only to get her back blown out harder than Alex blows out her back every night. I blew her back out this night. You trying to get in Alex's next vid? The reader's features do not necessarily represent the views of Game Central or Metro. Yeah, fuck off, dude. Bullshit. We saw how Metro wrote about Hi-Fi Rush. We're not stupid. And I'm like, let's post it anyway. And look at her. Oh no, it's Alex. Come get your son. Look at this. Look at these guys having to tag team to take me out, and they couldn't do it. $10 from Cosmic Gotti. Who's got the worst content? Amazing Doofus or King Thrash? King Thrash, definitely. It has been debunked. There is no readers. There's all Metro UK people. And I'm like, Erica getting desperate when she has to call in the man she just dismantled last week. No bad blood, by the way. There's no bad blood between me and Erica or Alex. This is all fucking in jest. It's fun. It's fun to do. You guys should try it sometime. Just argue with people online. It's fun. But anyway, that doesn't stop that. I'm afraid I'm going to have to expose Alex even harder on this next one right here. Where is it? Let me find it. It's in my replies. Here we go. Here we go. I'm like, and I put out this post, right? About Bethesda trying to deflect criticism of Starfield on Steam. Okay? So we had a back and forth about this one. $5 from One Man Army Swamp Party. But yeah, if you ever want to drink with me, I'm down for a call if you're in Florida. Next May we got Daytona. Daytona. Let's go away. Daytona. Okay, that sounds fun. I would like to be in Florida. So anyway, I'm like, Bethesda's trying to deflect criticism of Starfield on Steam, and it's quite embarrassing. Like, wow, quantum error developer levels of petty. And Alex responds to me, Xbox TX, negative press, Xbox TX. And I reply to Alex, don't be salty, half your audience still doesn't agree with you, Alex. Listen, we're only human, Alex. So I know, as a person myself, it does get irritating when the crowd around you doesn't agree with you. I understand the slight irritation that comes from that. We all experience it. We're only human. But I have a feeling, so I could tell Alex was a little like, annoyed that, viewers didn't agree with the video. But they didn't ratio him, at the very least. Alex says, imagine pandering to an audience. Couldn't be me. What? Says the man who takes his socks off for money. I'm like, imagine not changing hearts and minds after a 24-minute long video. Alex says, if that were the case, then that dislike bar would say otherwise. I'm like, the comments would reflect it the most, which they do. You can accidentally like, you can accidentally dislike, but you can't accidentally really comment that easily. So if the audience does not agree, take the L. Well, the thing is, it's very hard to take an L on something like this because if you can neither really prove the Xbox tax completely exists and you can't completely debunk it, but you do have evidence. And evidence is, well, it's so easily dismissed by the crowd. I don't know why. And so, it says, free it. How far you fallen, actually? Using the console peasant topic switch. I don't think Alex knows what a topic switch is. I'm like, you started up by bringing likes and dislikes? Literally providing evidence to your claim, but now we have to move to comments? Fred, you're starting to act like a fanboy. What? So we can talk about likes and dislikes, but we can't talk about comments, which are also crucial and a part of the same subject? That's not a topic switch. We're talking about your video. Views, likes, dislikes, comments. All of it. That's not a topic switch. I don't know what was with Alex today. I think Alex was a little, I think he was just out of it today. Because that doesn't make sense. That's not a topic switch. No, Alex likes Miles Morales. Well, Pork Bun, to be fair, Miles Morales was great in the movie, so I don't blame people for liking Miles Morales. It was done well in the movie, and some comic iterations, but the games, Anyway. I'm like, why are comments a topic switch if they're also a part of the video? And then he replies with, is this what's going to come to? It doesn't make any sense, Alex. Alex just wants to argue with people. He's a contrarian. Well, I mean, we all are inside. We're all contrarians to a degree. So, Alex is having a midlife crisis? Nah. I think he's on his man period today. Alex started snorting his own salt. Monley, free, you get a guilt verdict with circumstantial evidence. I know. Yeah, so anyway, and then I've been waiting, and he says, and look, this is the pathetic part! This was bad on Alex's part. Alex calls for backup! Look at this! Don't make me call him because I will. Tags Top Hats and Champagne. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it! From my boy Alex! I taught you better than this, Alex! You learned everything you know from me! And you know you did! You don't ever call in support when you're losing! He went to call in support to back him up! That was pathetic! Oh no! And then me, I'm like calling for help now? Pathetic! Get the fuck out of here! I love you, Alex, but goddamn, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, really calling Top Hats and Champagne, yeah. This is honestly out of character coming from him. Not really. Alex has always been like this. Like, sometimes it's lovable, sometimes it's not. You know, in this case it wasn't. Alex calling for backup, pathetic. I know, it was very pathetic. And look what he says. It's time we brought our son back in line. I'm like, you're really gonna bet against the stick after the Reforged debacle? And he's topic switch again. He wants to get those zingers in. Bam! Topic switch. Alex, you're not using that right. I can't believe the 28-year-old has to explain to the 40-year-old that he's not using the argument, he's not using that correct. I'm like, you should be the one guiding me on this, Alex. I should not be the one guiding you on this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yes. And so, it pains me. It pains me that we had to go through this, but it was fun. And Alex was a good sport about it, so at the end of the day, it was hilarious. Erica was a great sport about it, too. Griffin, a great sport about it. So nobody's feelings got hurt. I'm glad we can all disagree on it, but my God, the optics Alex used there, questionable. Very questionable on Alex's part. I gotta say, this does not fare well, Alex, with you capping for Reforged Gaming. And then this, no. We gotta do better. We gotta do better, man. So yeah. Oh, it's Alex taking another rare L. I don't know about rare, but the only thing rare is Dreamcast Guy's steak. Anyway, back to the comments on Alex's video, disagreeing with him. I just wanted to show you guys our Twitter beef. What do you guys think? The back and forth we had there. Because, to me, it was a little strange. Because I was like, Alex, I feel like you've completely lost the narrative right now. I'm like, I was not the one topic switching, actually, which was the funny part. So, yeah. Delta with the Trump head, yeah. Delta's like, I can't disagree with Fred on that one. No, you can't, and you know it, Delta. You know Alex is wrong on that one. Anyway. Xbox tax, incompetence, bias, rage bait, click farming. Call it what you want. It's gross. At this point, you can't trust anything anybody says. Reviews should be important. My time is limited, and having a trusted source point to me quality experiences would be helpful. When you have people knocking down Hi-Fi Rush's review because Xbox hasn't released as many games as they would like, what do you call that? Yeah, that was a hard one. I was actually quite surprised to see Erica defending Metro on that one. I was like, she even agreed that it was poorly worded, but saying that was poorly worded, it's just damage control. Let's face it, Erica. That was damage control on your part. That wasn't poorly worded. That was the company letting out how they truly feel. By accident. So anyway, where's this other one here? Most of what Alex said to me are symptoms of the Xbox tax, not reasons there isn't one. Ah! Exactly! He just like me for real. He just like me for real. Yeah, no, exactly. That's how I viewed it too, because I watched part of Alex's video. I'm like, well, Alex, this is kind of not helping your point, because a lot of the stuff you're showing is still indefensible. $5 from Hello Lemon. Xbox tax does exist, but also happen to Android and Linux. Yes, thank you. The tax that people are referring to is bias, and it exists. And to deny bias exists in the industry is like saying there's no corruption in the government. To me, it's like, that's the stupidest thing anyone could ever say. So yeah, it's just unfathomable to me that certain people would believe there is no bias in the industry. Both things seem to be true. Xbox tax and incompetent media. Look at all these comments. Look at these comments. You're making the argument for the Xbox tax actually being real throughout this entire video. Oh, but we know they are trying to rile up fanboys on both sides, and we know they are trying to feign ignorance and plant their "it's just a misunderstanding, guys, we're only human" flag in an effort to get even the normal level-headed fans on both sides to comment on the matter and give their more conservative takes that don't just consist of retarded fanboy drivel. God damn, this guy can really word it a lot better than I can. It's putting me to shame. The point is that it benefits them more to be against Xbox than PlayStation most of the time, simply because one fan base is much larger than the other. One is the dominant market leader, and the other has been the punching bag of the gaming sphere for more than a decade now. It is true. A lot of journalists do want to keep that Xbox punching bag thing going. A lot of them have still not moved on from the Xbox One. I have seen this with my own two eyes. By the way, people were calling out the Persona 3 remake and Lies of P mistakes on the platform's listing because Xbox literally has the marketing rights for both. Persona 3 remake was literally revealed for the very first time at this year's Xbox Showcase in the summer. Delta says, check DM! Alright, let's see what Delta says. Yeah. Oh, Griffin Gaming reacted to, to Destin talking about it. I gotta check that out. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just sent a funny meme. Do you want to see this real quick? Hold on. Hold on, chat. Check this out. Hold on. Check this out. Somebody just sent me this in the Discord. 499 from Griffin Gaming. The thing Xbox tax believers are forgetting is IGN or any site has dozens of reviewers, so directly comparing review scores is pointless, says Griffin. Yeah, Griffin, I would agree with you, Griffin, but people have actually compiled the same reviewers. And it's just kind of hard to deny anymore. Like Dan Stapleton, as an example, right? So people will line up the reviewers for reviews for a specific game and then the reviews for another game. I have seen it where they line up the same reviewers and it is inconsistent. And it's just jarring to see, Griffin. It is really jarring to see. It's like kind of hard to put, like, to deny what you're seeing. You're just like, okay. There has to be an obvious explanation. That I am sure of. There is an explanation for all of it. But I'm afraid the explanation is going to be that there's bias. $2 from Hello Lemon, and even happened to Indie Game Series as well, yeah. Oh, right, I didn't do that in Griffin's voice. The thing is, Xbox tax believers are forgetting is IGN or any site has dozens of reviewers, so directly comparing review scores is pointless. I would have agreed with that argument, Griffin, by the way, I would have, but I have seen the same reviewers be put on the spot for different reviews. And the disparity is still there. Like, it's mind-blowing. Yeah. Yeah. Griffin bought Pokemon cookies. Well, I don't know, Griffin. I know you will. Griffin may buy Call of Duty, but that doesn't mean Griffin would ever buy Pokemon cookies. But anyway. When Frataga Place makes an intro. When Oh No It's Alex makes an intro. That's so true. It's okay, though. It's all good. Anyway. So check this one. So rage farming somehow isn't a tax despite it negatively impacting a specific platform because they are doing it out of greed and or ignorance, and not because they openly hate that platform. That makes zero sense whatsoever. The platform still experiences unfair criticism that is seen by countless consumers and negative. Again, whether it's intentional or not doesn't change the fact. Yeah, that is true. There is a bias there. Whether they're consciously aware of it or not, it exists. And it's very noticeable. I don't play on consoles, guys. And I've noticed it forever. Yeah. Delta, he bought the cookies. What? What, Griffin? You bought the cookies? Griffin, get in this call. Now, never mind. We'll talk about it another time. You bought the cookies, Griffin? Griffin, you troll. I can't. Dude, Griffin, that video of yours is going to blow up, bro. That video is going to blow up when you do review it. I can't wait. That's going to be great. It better be fucking funny, Griffin. You better not show up in the interview and be like, so these are the cookies that I bought. They're not very good. You better not make a review like that, Griffin. You better be concise, and you better be able to speak like a goddamn adult. Be a professional about the review. Like, seriously, make it seem like the most serious review on the planet. It will really hammer in the humor of it. Just be like, as you guys know, this is one of the most prestigious products. I don't know, just to pretend to take it serious. It would just be hilarious. Yeah. Griffin is flexing on the broke boys, and Griffin's got money. Griffin's got a hell of a lot more than I do. That's for sure. Griffin is loaded. So yeah. Anyway, let's go back to this. You have always said this about Phil Spencer. He's such a hard job to pull Xbox from the brink. Yeah, sure, there's been missteps, but he's done and doing such a damn good job. Well, he is now, anyway. Let's not pretend like Phil Spencer was doing a good job throughout the entirety of his tenure at Xbox. I mean, it took Phil Spencer some time to start, like, getting better at doing his fucking job. There is an Xbox tax. That's the slang term for it. It should be called Xbox bias. Thank you. It's not that deep where you have to give it much thought. Clips from angry fanboys and posts doesn't eliminate the fact that there are biases against Microsoft and Xbox. Yeah. Griffin says, the title will be something like, I bought Pokemon's cookies so poor people don't have to. That's actually a very good video title. Very good video. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Griffin picked a really good subject. He got a really good thing on his hands here with this one. That's a very creative video idea. So I salute you, Griffin, for coming up with it. $2 from Hello Lemon. Let's not forget AMD CPU and GPU had the same problem. Yeah. Delta, Phil Spencer, still fucking up in my opinion. Yeah, well, like Phil Spencer's fuck-ups are PR talk, but right now Phil Spencer's making all the right moves. He just fucking got Activision Blizzard, Delta. He got Bethesda, man. You know, Phil Spencer, he's fucking secured Persona. He's reestablished a relationship with Japan for their games so he can secure more Japanese games on the platform in the future. He released first-party titles this year. I don't know, man. I don't think Phil Spencer really fucked up. He has his mistakes here and there, but overall, I think he's just added more value to the brand. Like, fuck, Activision, Bethesda, that was all under like Phil Spencer's PC ports. I mean, come on, dude. Let's give Phil the credit at some point. I mean, I gave Jim Ryan credit. We'll give Phil Spencer his little credit, I guess. His little precious credit. You happy, Phil? There. You did good, Phil. Now shut the fuck up. Yeah. What about Starfield? Fuck, I don't know, man. See, the thing about Starfield is it just didn't turn out to be that big, grandiose game that got everybody buying it. I mean, as far as I know, we need sales figures to see how many consoles shipped with Starfield. We don't know yet. I have a feeling we're going to get that information in January. They're going to tell us how many Xbox consoles were shipped because of Starfield. We'll find that. We'll find out those stats soon. Yeah. The quality assurance is inconsistent on first-party releases. Yeah, they are. That's that one criticism you could say right there, yeah. No spamming, please. Are people spamming? Oh, okay. No, yeah, please no spamming. Thank you for removing the spammer, Delta. Sony and Nintendo are more likely to censor games. Yeah, I hate that. No, not Nintendo. Jesse B, you got that wrong. Just Sony, actually, not Nintendo. Nintendo does not censor like Sony does. Nowhere near to the same degree. It's not even close. I was watching an IGN live stream and one of their journalists flat out said, I hate Xbox. His co-host looked a bit taken aback by his blatant candor. When he doubled down, they just laughed and moved on. I think I've seen that clip. I think I have seen that clip. Where he's like, no. It was the release. Someone's like, so where are we going to play this? He's like, you've been at PlayStation or Xbox? Well, no, because I hate Xbox. But anyway, yeah, I remember the IGN. I have to find the video. Chad, if someone could help me find that video so we could play it. Griffin is here, so Griffin might want to see it himself. Yeah. Griffin, nah, Xbox hasn't reported console numbers since 2017. What are you talking about? Don't we have console numbers right now? Aren't they like at 25 million or is it 23 million? We have numbers now. But yeah, you're right. They haven't reported individual like period sales between each period. They have not done that. Yes, that is true. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is just a DLC with bugs. Spider-Man 2 is just mid. Like, Spider-Man 2 had the potential to be the best Spider-Man game ever. I don't want to even talk about Spider-Man anymore, chat. I'm done ranting about Spider-Man. Griffin, you'll probably feel the same. I'm done ranting about Spider-Man. I've said everything I can to say about the game. I was thoroughly disappointed. Very disappointed. I was hyped for Venom. That was going to be the selling point of the game for me, and they fucking fucked that up. So now I don't really have a reason to be excited or want to play it when it comes to PC. So thanks, Insomniac. Thanks. Yeah. Griffin, those are estimates. Fairly, I mean, like, they're pretty close. I mean, I'm not looking for the most, like, I'm not looking for the most accurate measurement down to the decimal. I'm just looking for, like, a overall rounded number. But yeah. Spider-Man 2 is best forgotten. Yes, it is. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 was forgotten in a week. I'm trying to forget it. Xbox is still paying for the launch of the Xbox One. Yeah, they are. One of his callers here's the thing, right? A lot of people want to turn to the Xbox One, but remember when the Wii U flopped? You remember when the Wii U flopped? Do you ever see people ever bring up the Wii U on Nintendo ever again? Or they're like, oh, well, yeah, you're gonna fuck it up like you did with the Wii U. Do you see them hammering Nintendo on about the Wii U for a decade nonstop? Do you ever see them do that? Do you ever see Nintendo get shit? Do you ever see the people for 10 years in a row never shut the fuck up about the Wii U and its failure? And the Wii U was inarguably a bigger failure than any other console. Like, it's just, yeah, so when the Xbox One is brought up all the fucking time for what Microsoft did in the past, I'm like, get the fuck over it, dude. It's been 10 fucking years. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, Jesus Christ. When the PS3 was an abysmal failure in its early few years, like, that didn't get brought up against Sony. Move on. A lot of these journalists need to fucking move on from the Xbox One. Yeah. Griffin, that had the 3DS at the same time, though, which was a massive W. The 3DS was a massive success. Yes, it was. But nobody was, like, gaming on the 3DS as their main platform. Unless you were maybe a kid. So, anyway, Hi-Fi Rush review got docked points because Xbox didn't release enough games last gen. That's not ignorant. So, this comment right here, I'm going to correct misinformation here. But first of all, Squeed with the 10 gifted memberships. 10 gifted memberships. You know what that means, chat. Comrade! 10 comrades added to the Fretenga Empire. Bit by bit, we will destroy America with our propaganda. No more beautiful women. Gay characters only. Minorities everywhere. One white character per game. Thank you. Prince Stick Figure, member for 5 months. Super Mario Wonder, Spider-Man. Super Mario Wonder is that game everybody keeps telling me to play. Yeah, Delta's like, you need to play it! I'm like, alright, Delta, I'll play it. Yeah, Griffin, we support communism here. Please don't leave yet. I know you're an American patriot, Griffin. I know you hate Hamas and all that shit. But here at Fretenga Plays, we are communists. You're either with us or you're not. That too, Arctic! Yeah. 10 comrades have joined us. Sounds like Sony is clearly doing that. No. Anyway, back to here. Let's see. The Xbox tax is very real. Xbox can't do anything without being criticized. Well, oh wait, no, let me go back to this, right? I didn't finish this. So, Hi-Fi Rush review got docked points. No, it didn't. I just want to correct some misinformation on this post from Carolina Gamer. That, no, Hi-Fi Rush was not docked points for being an Xbox exclusive. That's not what happened. Metro, though, did run their mouth about how they couldn't give the game that many accolades because it was the only game Xbox released that year so far. And which was a stupid statement on Metro's part, by the way, because that released like near the beginning of the year, Metro, you dumb fucks. Of course. stupid idiots. But yet, it still got brought up as a point against Hi-Fi Rush. It wasn't docked points. Hi-Fi Rush still got an 8 out of 10. It's still a runner-up for a few awards at the award show. So Hi-Fi Rush was not docked points, but it was undermined and it was put down. But that didn't change the review score. The review score was still consistent, but again, still, that's pretty fucked, you know? To hold Xbox's release schedule against Hi-Fi Rush, that makes no goddamn sense. So yeah. Griffin likes to slam the hammer and scream, "What the fuck is a kilometer?" as he screams down Le Mans and Shelby GT. Well, I don't understand what any of that means, Sergi. Xbox is just shit. Stop your crying. Don't tell me what to do, Michael Kelly. Make me, Michael Kelly. Come on, Michael Kelly, make me. Make me, Michael. You know you don't want to hear it, Michael. You don't like your nice little bubble bursted, do you? You don't want this idea that PlayStation is the grandiose cream of the crop. There's no bias. The industry is perfect. It's pure. Everything is earned. That's what you want to think, but that's not the truth, and you know it, Michael. You know there's biases. You know Microsoft has paid for good reviews too. You know PlayStation has paid for good reviews. You know Nintendo has paid for good reviews. So fuck off. Don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. Don't act like when Microsoft sends Colt Eastwood a special edition Xbox, which they've done. When Microsoft sends Colt Eastwood a special edition Xbox to be happy with him, you know, so to stay friends. What is that? When PlayStation sends fucking PlayStation influencers their products, what is that? I mean, come on, don't bullshit me. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. I know you don't want to be, you don't want your fantasy land ruined, but that's just the truth. Griffin, the Metro quote is a nothing burger, to be honest. No, not at all, Griffin. Not at all. That lines up with another Metro article we're going to read, Griffin. So sit tight, because we're going to go over stuff that you didn't cover. And that you and Alex didn't cover. I'm surprised you guys didn't cover some of the stuff I'm about to bring up, because it was so easy to find. Griffin, that's like crap gamer crying over the Titanfall dev saying green discs aren't sexy. No, Griffin, that is not the same at all. What? Griffin, you okay there? Those are two vastly different things. Okay, that comment, that's just like a joke, right? Metro wasn't fucking joking, Griffin. That comment about the green disc sexy, that's a joke. Metro wasn't joking about Hi-Fi Rush. They were dead serious. Like, this is the only game Xbox released which limits the accolades we can give it. Like, that is not what you ever open up a fucking review saying. Are you out of your mind? Call it out for what it is. Don't dismiss it. Do your job, Griffin. The Xbox tax is real. Xbox can't do anything without being criticized. I don't like this comment. While PlayStation can do the very same thing and be praised, sort of, the media like IGN and Metro UK have PS fanboys reviewing and running Xbox segments. It's concerted effort to criticize and dismiss Xbox as a viable console gaming service. Now, I don't agree with this from Coily, because IGN has Xbox dedicated content. IGN has Xbox dedicated YouTubers and channels. They have the Xbox Podcast. They have Destin. Yeah, I know they have Greg Miller for PlayStation and stuff like that. Yes, they do have their two sides, but I'm not in full agreement with this comment from Coily, because again, if IGN really hated Xbox to that degree, they wouldn't even give Xbox a platform or a show to talk about it. Do I think that they hold some bias against it? Yeah, but not to the degree that they're going to be like, no Xbox allowed on this channel. It's not that. Not even close. Yeah. Griffin, Metro in that quote was praising the game, but pointing out that being one of the better Xbox games this gen wasn't a very high bar. Griffin, do you not see what's wrong with what you're saying? They're pointing that out about Xbox, right? And again, so it's like Metro in the quote was praising the game, but pointing out that it being one of the better Xbox games this gen wasn't a very high bar. The gen? No, they're talking about the, Okay, listen. The year had just fucking started. Hi-Fi Rush was a stealth drop. Okay, it was a fucking stealth drop. So, it being one of the better Xbox games this gen wasn't a very high bar. I don't know. Forza Horizon 5 was the highest reviewed game in 2021. That was a very high bar. Forza Horizon 5 was the highest rated game of the year. And it set a standard for racing sims, and I don't know why that's discredited. So no, I mean, like, honestly, like, I think they set a pretty good bar with Forza Horizon 5. Well, I thought that was going to be the quality we would get from Microsoft going forward, but they haven't remained consistent. So that much is very much true. Where after Forza Horizon 5, it didn't really stay consistently that good at all. They had a lot of blunders here in between, like with Halo, like with fucking Redfall, things like that. $5 from Crocial Black. 2020 and 2021 PlayStation fanboys were accusing the media for anti-PlayStation bias. Now in 2023, we got Xbox fanboys screaming anti-Xbox bias. Crazy. It's not crazy. It's true. It's true. I mean, like, we have seen journalists openly admit they don't like Xbox and they don't want to promote Xbox. So, where's the... Oh yeah, here we go. Temp account. Welcome to the membership. Thank you for becoming an enabler. I'd smoke Griffin in a Hot Wheels drag race. Good luck getting Griffin to play anything other than Call of Duty. Sergi, that's very admirable. That's very sweet of you, Sergi, but good luck trying to get Griffin to get off of Call of Duty. It ain't happening. Griffin only plays games outside of Call of Duty because it's his job. Well, not really his job, but he wouldn't be playing these games if he wasn't making videos on them. Call of Duty is Griffin's religion. He fucking loves the shit out of Call of Duty. I mean, more power to him, though. Like, if someone out there likes Call of Duty, good for you. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. Forza got me into racing games. I have not been able to get into racing games. Mario Kart, I will play that, but racing games, I just don't really want to talk about car games. I didn't even really want to talk about GT7 or Forza when that came out. I was like, I'm not interested in these games, but $4.99 from Griffin Gaming. Just for the record, Modern Warfare 3 is trash. Hey Griffin, how many hours do you have in Modern Warfare 3? Wow, it's trash. How many hours do you got in that game, Griffin? And how much money did you drop on it, Griffin? You and Delta, though, you guys are some of the most open critics of Modern Warfare, but I notice you guys do tend to play it a lot, so I'm guessing there's something about the game you like, right? I was thinking about trying the zombies mode after I saw the Actman claiming it sucked, and then I saw Actman's footage and it was terrible, and I was like, what are you doing, Kelly? That was bad on the Actman's part. Oh, you have 12 hours? Bullshit! Bullshit, Griffin. You do not have 12 hours. You mean 1,200, Griffin. 1,200. Frit, you are still trash. You are still trash, Frit. I am Power Boss, but I'm the best piece of trash in the garbage can. Modern Warfare 3 top selling Xbox first party game on PlayStation. Funding Xbox first party and Game Pass. Glad to see. Anyway, so that was Alex's chat or comment section. They were in pretty big disagreement with him. Does that mean Alex is wrong? No. So let's bring it back. Does being ratioed by your audience, does having more comments disagreeing with you than agreeing with you mean you are wrong? No, it doesn't mean you are wrong. But it does mean you didn't convince people. And that's on you. Because if it's really that easy to debunk the Xbox tax, you should be able to do it like that, and you should be able to turn minds. If it's that easy to debunk, if it's that blatantly obvious that it's not true, that it's fake, and it's orchestrated by Xbox fanboys, then we should have absolutely no problem so easily dismantling it and having no doubt. But that's not what's going on here. People were left unconvinced. So, you know, some were actually left even more convinced it's real, which is not the results you want. I prefer Halo over Call of Duty. I do too, Raymond. I do too. I might actually play some of that afterwards, but I have some stuff I gotta record once I'm done streaming, so, Oh. Yeah. Griffin, I have 2,400 hours in Master Chief Collection multiplayer, so yeah, I play Halo. Griffin, you have more in Master Chief Collection than I do. The problem with me with the Master Chief Collection was how expensive the whole thing was just to get all the games. But then it came out on Game Pass, so now I have an excuse to go back and do it again. But Halo Infinite's been picking up again with the updates, and I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather play that. I would definitely rather be playing Halo Infinite than Master Chief Collection after the updates. Before that, I would have been playing Master Chief Collection, but afterwards, now I'm sticking with Halo Infinite. Alex did the opposite of what he intended. Yeah, he did. It's kind of cute, though. It's kind of cute. It's like, what is it, what Bob Ross called it? A happy mistake. Happy mistake, yeah. You know? Alex didn't intend to convince people the tax was real. But that was the adorable outcome that happened here. So anyway, let's go about over here. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Destin was left speechless after this point. And I think I can explain to you why he was left speechless here. Because, and I'll give you, Griffin, you know, if you're still here, I'll give you, and I'll give Destin, and I'll give Alex credit. You guys went for it. You guys went to debunk it. And you guys faced the fire. You knew you would get backlash from your audience. And that didn't stop you guys. You guys weren't scared. You guys didn't give a shit. And I like that. I like it. It's admirable. I like it that in light of everything going on, you guys are like, fuck the audience. I don't give a shit. I'm going to say what's on my mind, and that's good. That's very good. But I think if you guys are in it if you guys were, the purpose of making those videos was to change hearts and minds, though, that was a massive, that was just a colossal failure. So
I'm sitting back and I'm just looking at constant headlines on a daily basis, and it seems like if there is this unspoken thing where some outlets get off on posting constantly, nonstop on a daily basis, negativity towards the Xbox brand.
All right, Griffin, you and I have to both admit here, Griffin, the coverage of how broken The Last of Us Remastered was on PC and Starfield getting a 7 out of 10 wasn't equal. You know it, Griffin. You know it. Telling Twitter users that you gave Starfield a 7 out of 10 40 times in a month, reposting it 40 times, the word for word, the exact same article, the exact same tweet, reposting it. But The Last of Us 2 Remastered being broken on PC, one article, one mention. Come on, dude. The Last of Us, one of the most iconic franchises, the game that fucking industry sucks themselves off to all the time, or jerks themselves off to all the time. You know? The big one hardly gets that coverage. Very, very, very little. And they're not there to remind you every single week that it was broken. They're not there to remind you all the time. They're not there to get, you know, I guess you could say they don't doom post about PlayStation's shortcomings anywhere near as much. That is probably where a good chunk of the Xbox tax comes from. It's just how uneven it is. Like, it's just, it's insane. It's insane. The coverage for The Last of Us Remastered on PC, you had people defending it. Greg Miller defended that game being broken. Greg Miller defended it. Okay, so it's ridiculous, dude. Like, $2 from Percy Pringles. Also, the CMA lawsuit being widely ignored. Yeah. What? No, the CMA lawsuit wasn't ignored. Percy Pringles? What are you talking about? Percy, what are you talking about? All year was spent about the CMA. That was not ignored. That was headline news. That's anything. That's all everybody was talking about. Oh, yeah. The Last of Us 2 should have gotten coverage over the bugs. It did, but just like once. Meanwhile, IGN's like, by the way, we gave Starfield a 7 out of 10. Let me tell you that 40 times. Come on, dude.
And it's kind of weird because
who posts daily?
you don't see the same energy.
Wolf, who posts daily negative stuff? Just to stay on that for a second.
No problem. The last example I can give you is when Starfield was released, right? Why did your own site, IGN, have a need to constantly remind everyone on a daily basis that the game got a 7 out of 10?
Yeah. I just...
It's kind of like, I understand.
Look at Destin. He's like, oh shit. What do I say to that? Oh man, let's watch that one more time.
Have a need to constantly remind everyone on a daily basis that the game got a 7 out of 10. It's kind of like, I understand.
Well, all I can tell you is like, that's a different department.
Griffin! Come pick your boy up, Griffin! Come pick your boy up, Griffin! Griffin, impression farming. Off of negative Xbox news, though? Why do they want to impression farm off of just negative Xbox news, though, and not negative PlayStation news? Does negative Xbox news get more attention? Is that why? Oh, they're just playing the algorithm, guys. It doesn't make it okay, Griffin. It still doesn't make it okay. But my God, though, like that was a cop-out answer if I ever heard one.
Daily basis that the game got a 7 out of 10. It's kind of like, I understand.
Well, all I can tell you is like, that's a different department. And then like, I can't, like, nobody on the news team is going to social and saying, hey, repost that 900 times. You know, like that's not happening.
I don't know, man. If they're engaging, like you said, if they're engagement farming, clicking, engaging for clicks and shit like that, it is intentional. It is 100% intentional. Someone intended to spam that because it got them engagement. So again, like it's just undeniable. Like it was intentional. You can't dismiss it. You know? Man, I don't think even Cyberpunk got... Guys, I don't think even Cyberpunk got like 40 posts like that in 1 month. The same post too, mind you. The exact same post over and over. I don't think even Cyberpunk got that. We need an explanation from the industry. The industry needs to come out and they need to work on it. They need to be like, hey, we've seen that the coverage is not equal. This is a glitch on our end. We're going to fix it. Nothing. Don't speak out about it. 2 Canadian from Devastator. Frit, is Destin getting cooked badly or lightly? Lightly. Honestly, it's one of like the most non-serious topics to talk about. I think it's kind of gay, but I'm covering it anyway. They probably have an algorithm that auto-reposts trending topics. Most of this is probably automated. It's weird. I heard Starfield was dead, though. Nobody should be talking about Starfield. It's a dead game. It was intentional. It was intentional because nobody went back and stopped it. Nobody went back and stopped it. But yeah, no, it's just... Destin engages in console warring. Don't say he shouldn't have questions asked of him. Destin console warring? I mean, Destin reports on stuff. Destin, I mean... I guess you could say, yeah, I have seen some troll posts from Destin engaging in it. I think you're, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fair to say. I have seen Destin engage in some of it.
So, like, I get... I don't know what else to say about it.
Also, Starfield is a kind of weak case for Xbox tax when the game is exponentially more popular on PC. Xbox tax has nothing to do with game popularity, Griffin. The Xbox tax is media-based. Media coverage. You know, reviews, posts about it. That kind of thing. Not how much it's sold, not how popular it is. That's a different thing.
Like,
Yeah,
and I have that context, and I think that's part of the disconnect, is I have the context of something that happened unintentionally versus what's seen, if that makes sense.
Understood, Dustin,
Yeah.
and I'm coming at this conversation, of course, giving you the benefit of the doubt. It's easier for me just to say things without actually being in the kitchen per se, but just from an outside perspective, right, looking in, it just makes me scratch my head when I hear and see things, and I'm just speaking up on the fact that I don't see the same energy across the board. So I'll give you an example.
Well-
In my own personal feelings, Nintendo has been all but forgiven for the Wii U generation.
Oh!
Everybody's put that behind them.
Hey, that was my argument.
The PlayStation has been all but forgiven for the PS3 generation. That has
The PS3 generation was long ago enough to be forgiven, I would think. But the Wii U one, I'm surprised people, Nintendrones just forgive so fucking easily. Yeah. Unforgiven says Alex is buffering.
been put behind everyone. Xbox cannot let go of the Xbox One generation. Why? Are we well past the
Unbelievable for it has to explain these things. The people who don't understand it are either dumb as fuck or playing stupid. It's a bit. People are playing ignorant. Censorship tube, and I think people are playing ignorant because they don't want to seem crazy themselves. You get what I mean? I don't think it's crazy to assume certain outlets have biases. Like, that's not a far-fetched idea. And I don't know why I'm being gaslit into thinking that's crazy. It's not crazy, it's a fact. It's a fucking hard, cold fact that, yes, certain outlets do have preferences and they do have biases. You wouldn't have, PlayStation review sites or Xbox review sites if that wasn't the fucking case. I can't believe I have to explain this to people who should know better. It's insane. Yeah. Griffin, I will never forgive the PS3. The PS3 wasn't too bad at the end of its life cycle, but I was one of the few that had one on the block back in the day. It sucked being the only PS3 owner while everybody had 360s back then. That was rough. I had to deal with that for a short bit. And it wasn't even my PS3. It was my bro's. But I would like to act like it was mine.
Xbox One days already, and we're here with a more healthy and progressive Xbox than ever before.
How is the Xbox One generation still like, I see the community bringing up stuff from
Nah, that's not just the community. Reviewers too. Man, dude, I think, what was it? When when Halo Infinite came out, one of the reviews I read had like an entire paragraph dedicated to Xbox's failures, and then they got to the review. It was just like a body paragraph of Xbox sucks. All right, here's the review for Halo Infinite. And I was just like, I don't see that for any other brand, There is clearly a crowd that doesn't like Xbox. And I'm not saying, by the way, that it's not deserved. This is where the chat is going to disagree with me. This is where the chat's going to get pissed at me. I think the Xbox tax, to a degree, is deserved because Microsoft has fumbled the ball plenty of times. I don't think the Xbox tax is coming from a place of just pure hatred. No, I think the Xbox tax is coming from a place of legitimate frustration with the brand. Because, many times Microsoft has fucking fumbled the ball. There's no denying that. And people who got annoyed at them for it are rightfully justified in being annoyed by it and viewing the brand as lesser than the other two brands. I don't blame them, but they do allow that to interfere with their work. That they do. We can disagree on this one, but yeah, I think honestly, like, the taxes that Microsoft faces are their own fault. I think everything Microsoft faces, like, the bias against them comes from their own failures.
Resolution.
It's not justified, says Lou Flame. I would say people's people not being satisfied with the Xbox brand, that's justified, but them taking that to their reviews, taking that to their articles, that's unprofessional. That I agree with you on.
Image still comes up today. That's from 9 years ago.
I love all these people coming here. They're like just trying their hardest to deny it, but they're just being dismantled. They're like, fuck. Fritz got a point. We can't really debunk this. No, you can't. You can't.
Right. And I see posts cited as evidence from that era. But I don't think, in what way has the Xbox One era not been forgotten? I don't know.
I feel bad for Destin here. Destin got hit with some hard questions that I think are a little unfair. Right here, I think it's a little unfair because they are asking Destin to answer for other people. But then again, like I said, Destin decided to bat for those people, so it's up to him to come up with better arguments and to be the one to convince you otherwise. If you're saying there is no Xbox tax, it's up to you to prove it.
Though what I can tell you is that just from, just from an outside perspective and just from podcasts that I've heard going against this whole Xbox tax thing, they blame it on one thing, and that's that Xbox hasn't released any good games. That's what they solely base it on, and that people like me calling out the Xbox tax just don't want to face the reality that Xbox doesn't release good games, and they haven't shaken off that Xbox One era of where Xbox was.
Here's the thing. Xbox can release good games, but it's not. I don't think it's going to make a difference. Hi-Fi Rush was an excellent game. Excellent. Didn't really do much for the brand. Starfield, many would argue, is not good, but that doesn't change the fact that fucking millions of people really did like Starfield and Bethesda games. So it's not like, I don't think, obviously they have to be consistent. That's Microsoft's biggest issue, is the consistency of it. But again, I don't think there's really a scenario where the best Xbox game they release ever is really going to get these people to change their minds. Two Canadian from, it's not going to get me to change my mind. I'm still going to play on PC. You know what I mean? Two Canadian from Carter. Good evening, Fred. How's it going? Yeah, Phil said the same thing. Wi-Fi Rush slush was mid. Griffin, no offense, but I'm not taking that from a man who buys Call of Duty annually. So, sorry. Griffin, you literally went out and bought a game that was put together in like a week. So, sorry, Griffin. I'm sorry, man. Your tastes are a little questionable.
But they have released good games. Starfield's sitting at an 83.
Agreed.
And Forza Motorsport is sitting at a 80.
Wrong. Starfield's sitting at an 87 on PC. Only the Xbox version of Starfield is at 83. The PC version is closer to 90. Curious. Curious. Xbox version 83. PC version 87.
6? They're in the 80s, right? That's good.
Agreed.
Those are good games.
Agreed.
Those are two off the top of my head.
You forgot Forza.
No, agreed.
You forgot Forza. 3 games. We're not counting Redfall, though. Redfall was a fucking abomination to the industry.
Agreed, Dustin, and me and you, we're right there. We're right there in agreement. But the thing is that when the Xbox tax comes into fruition, right?
Griffin! Maybe if I wasn't white, I would like rhythm games. Griffin! Stop! Griffin! Griffin, that is unironically the funniest thing you have ever posted. Griffin! That is legitimately One of the funniest things you've ever posted. Oh my god. Oh, you know what, Griffin? I'm gonna fix my Google AdSense account so I can super chat you next stream. I tune into your streams, Griffin, and I've been trying to super chat you, but every time I do, it says you are not authorized to make this transaction. And I'm like, what does that mean? This is my Google AdSense account. This is my money. How am I not authorized to send Griffin $50 right now? I don't know what's going on with my AdSense account, but I'm gonna fix it just to send you 50. You made me laugh. That was pretty good. Jolly Two Guns thinks so. That was looking great. Yeah.
It's the way I feel right now, right? I can almost guarantee, and maybe others will feel the same way. Mm-hmm. If Xbox was to release a game, cookie cutter, frame for frame, just like God of War, they will have what is known as the Xbox tax on them compared to the PlayStation version of that game.
All right. I don't like this argument because what game has Microsoft released that's the equivalent to God of War? Look, in recent times, this argument is not a good argument. This is I wouldn't say it's bad faith, but it's definitely not an argument you can really use because Microsoft has not had an equivalent to God of War. I guess you could say Hellblade would be the closest thing they'll have next year. And when that comes out, we'll see if your theory adds up. But right now, Xbox doesn't have a single game that's like comparable to God of War. Not right now. Where?
Why that is, Destin, I wish I knew. And again, it's not...
He said if. Did he? Oh, all right. Well, then the problem's on my ears. Apologies.
Feel the same way. Mm-hmm. If Xbox...
You're right. He said if. He said if. You're right. Okay, Fratanga L. Everybody, Fratanga L. Go ahead. Shower with me with L's. I ain't scared of it. I'm like Gus Fring. I will walk straight into the sniper. Do it. Do it, bitches. $5 from Crochet Black. Xbox took over 2023, ponies. PlayStation took over 2023. Nintendo 6 bus lengths ahead of them. Moonwalking to the finish line. I guess Crochet, but... the Switch would be a bigger... Crochet, the Switch would be a bigger win if I could actually play all the games on it, though. Which I can't, so... For me, the Switch has always been an L since day one. I don't really care about playing Nintendo's, like, you know... faggy... kids games, if I'll be real with you. They're kind of gay. But... if the Switch was like the Steam Deck, it would have been the greatest device ever made. But it wasn't. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. You guys love showering me with L's, don't you? $4.99 from the Dude Prior. Forza Motorsport does everything that GT7 did with better performance and no one sick. Again! Yes! Gears 5 is, to be honest, stop giving me L's, alright? I'm sorry, alright? I messed up. I misheard. It happens. Oh, shit. No. Yeah, $2 from Edge Knight. Here in Fratanga, we admit our L's, unlike Thrash. Sometimes. Sometimes my pride won't let me.
This was to release a game. Cookie cutter, frame for frame. Just like God of War, they will have what is known as the Xbox tax on them compared to the PlayStation version of it.
This is verifiable. This can be proven. Want to know how, chat? Forza Motorsport 7 versus GT7. Do you remember, chat, how GT7 launched? Griffin, do you remember how GT7 launched on PS5? Do you remember how the servers were down for 2 weeks? No, it was 2 weeks. No, sorry, not 2 weeks. 48 hours. Sorry. Gross exaggeration. 48 hours. Servers were down 48 hours. The microtransactions, it would have costed you a couple of thousands to get all the cars in the game. It was incomplete. It was buggy. And it still scored relatively high. Forza Motorsport 7 was a more complete game, and it didn't score higher. We have to have these things make sense. If you don't want people to believe there is a tax, you have to do a better job as a review site to make consistent reviews. Yes, reviews are all done by different people. Everyone has a different opinion. But if you have, you know, do it like this. This is our RPG reviewer guy. This guy reviews RPGs. This guy reviews action games. This guy reviews indie games. This guy reviews racing games. This guy reviews fighting games. Separate it like that. You know, it'll shed some light on those on how things are covered like that. Yeah. Griffin, Forza 7 was missing features at launch, to be fair. Yeah, but Forza 7 worked. Yeah. Dude, fucking GT was charging real life prices for cars. Bro, I see what you're saying, Griffin. Yes, there was some missing features in Forza Motorsport 7, but Forza Motorsport 7 worked at launch. GT7 went down for people for 48 hours. And by the way, the microtransactions, the egregious microtransactions, reviewers didn't mention that. And they didn't go back and change their score for GT7. Why? Curious. Canine Corps, member for 14 months. Delta, if you expect the media to be fair and honest and general in the year of our Lord 2023, have swampland to sell you. So Delta, by that token, that basically means you see that the Xbox tax is real, Delta, right?
That game. Why that is, Dustin, I wish I knew. And again, it's not everyone.
See, I don't agree with the John, I don't agree with the premise though. That's the problem. I don't think if Xbox, like Rise, Son of Rome, right? Everybody, I think, agreed that gameplay was pretty good, except for it gets repetitive in the back half. I remember when that game came out, I remember a lot of positivity around that product. But yeah, it got a little stale because it was like, you kind of mastered it by, I think it was like Act 2.
Bro, I had Rise Son of Rome mastered in the first 10 minutes. I had Rise Son of Rome's combat controls mastered in the first 5 minutes to 10 minutes. That game was easy. That game was everything I didn't like about video games. I didn't like Son of Rise of Rome. It was just, was not my type of game. Not at all. That game was fucking easy.
And then
5 Canadian from Prince Stick Figure Dreamcast guy. I'm giving Gran Turismo 7 a 9.5 out of 10. Even though I call Forza another generic racing game and GT7 is the same. Whoa! $2 from David Salcida. Frit, you missed my membership message. Oh shit! Let me go back. You know what? It might have to stay missing because I don't know which one it is. Oh. No, that's not it. I'll go back in a second. Hold on. Yeah. Oh! Hey, actually, let's check that out. Let's see if that's true. Hold on. Did he review it? Hold on. No. He doesn't have a Forza review, does he? Oh. Here it is. Let's go back here. Let's see.
A lot of good and a little bit of bad, but
bro, look how trash this looks. Like the driving physics are they're off. The game was undercooked at launch. 2 Canadian from Devastator. Sunset Overdrive was the best game in Xbox One Gen.
Let's go over the ratings board and put a big number on it.
Big number.
I am giving Gran Turismo 7 a 9.5.
What? Yo, Griffin, you tell me the Xbox tax isn't real, Griffin, but when we watch Dreamcast Guy, Griffin, that's when you and I both realized the Xbox tax is real. And you know it, Griffin. You know it. Griffin, I mean, come on, man. When you and I are watching Dreamcast Guy, you and I both know there is a tax on Xbox on that channel. It's undeniable. But he doesn't have a Forza Motorsport review, huh? Let's see, does he have one for Forza Horizon 5? He doesn't have a single review for Forza games. Why? Why is that? Interesting, huh? $5 from Joden Joestar. I bet the Xbox One lineup was complete trash. Yeah, it was, Delta. That it was, yeah. $5 from Joden Joestar. I bet if Microsoft had bought Bungie back, they'd be shit on off rip and have the micro development blame shift to them much harder. I don't know. Okay. Delta, Sunshine Overdrive was that nugget in that pile of shit known as the entire Xbox One library. Well, hold on. Ori and the Blind Forest. That game was fucking dank too. Don't forget Ori and the Blind Forest. But yeah, the Xbox One had nothing. Halo 5, laughable. The Gears, okay, it was alright. But my God, Xbox One, complete disaster. Complete disaster. Interesting. No Forza reviews. Why? Why is that? No review, huh? Let's check Game Ranks actually. Hold on, or not 7. My bad. Not what? No, not 7. Oh shit, my bad. Not Motorsport 7. My bad. Hold on. Carter Needley, 2 Canadian. At least Xbox games actually have gameplay. Okay, 2 nuggets. Yeah. Forza reviews on Steam are pretty rough. I don't know why. Man, I think it's it has to be performance. Yeah. Not even Killer Instinct. I didn't play Killer Instinct on Xbox One. Did anybody? I didn't play Xbox One at all. I didn't have one, but did anybody here play Killer Instinct? I didn't. I don't know, the Xbox One was not a good console, bro. Like, I don't want anybody here in this chat defending the Xbox One. You defend the Xbox One, you're no better than Nazis. Yeah, and I mean it. I mean it, too. I don't like fighting games. Money, get that bullshit out of my face. Yeah. Zicho says, Killer Instinct was Xbox One. Yeah. You guys did, huh? You played it, oh, okay. All right, so check this out. We're gonna check out King David. Hold on. Xbox Frontlines. Here we go. All right, Xbox tax for dummies. The king himself is going to explain to us what the Xbox One tax is. Drive Club looks better than Gran Turismo 7, and Drive Club is yeah. And Drive Club is a PS4 game from 2014. Gran Turismo 7 is a PS5 game from 2022. Yet Drive Club looks better graphics-wise. Yeah, I know. It's that PlayStation tax. They get higher reviews just for being PlayStation. Griffin says Xbox One had bangers at the beginning of the gen. I would say the Xbox One had the better launch lineup. So I guess so, but it was so short-lived, it did not last even a year. 2 Canadian from Devastator. Fred, I think Angry Joe gave GT7 a 7 or 8. What? Angry Joe's been such a questionable reviewer for so long. Alright, here goes.
You seen his stuff.
This is a premiere video. Let's check it out. See what the king says. See what the king says.
Xbox Frontline News with his daily drop.
King, my guy. Oh, this man has class. He's got money. He's got popularity. He's got all you could ever ask for. Except he is a bit of an Xbox fanboy, but I can forgive him for that one because King David makes it funny.
What possible topics could we have today? We could have the topic of one of the best RPGs to get. Can't get it through your head. So I gotta explain it to you.
Here we go.
Y'all know them yellow books?
Snort the line.
So this is Xbox tax for dummies.
I've gonna use that in my Alex video. The name of my video responding to Alex is gonna be how to not debunk the Xbox tax. And then I'm gonna open up the video with King David doing this. This is the Xbox tax for dummies. Frit, edit, remember. Frit, edit, remember. Don't forget, Frit. Delta, tell me not to forget. I don't want you to make that video. Well, too bad, Delta. Tell me not to forget.
Well, thank you for showing up yet again at another Xbox Frontline News.
Frontline.
It's the Daily Drop, and I got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today.
Yes.
But one of the first things I definitely got to talk about, it is Tuesday. You know what goes down on Tuesday. What? KOS?
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
man, you know,
Alright.
is helpful to me.
Guess
But
what?
Game Pass drop Tuesdays.
Come
It's
on,
like
King.
that. And then it looks like if Heavy Metal had the last game, and I warned you, dude, so please tell me you listened to me the other day when I told you Killer Instinct Anniversary Edition was coming. Pause.
Hold on. Let's get to
The name, but I know I'm going to say it wrong. And instead of doing an addict, I have got into a partnership together.
All right.
And shout out to Jim Ryan. Shout out to Jim Ryan.
Get to
You
it.
the gift that keeps on giving. You are they still letting you sign business opportunities.
Come on,
This
King.
last partnership. This is right here, boy.
No timestamps.
Y'all got that mobile. You got that.
Come on,
We
King.
get Nintendo codes. We do that. So
Here we go.
it's not like that. And the reason why I believe that was because Nintendo was fighting off the big two,
Okay.
doing the same bad character stuff, right? And
Where
it feels
is
like a
this
golden ticket, it's like a
Xbox
Willy
tax?
Wonka's golden ticket.
Where is it?
You don't want to mess it up. So you won't give like a bad review to something
Here we go. Now we're here.
with the
Here we go.
with the fight and the Evo. Y'all did that. Y'all got business practices, raising prices, 3 hardware iterations, 1 physical, the other 2 internal. All with raising the price on the initial console. Y'all dudes act like y'all don't know what Xbox tax is, right?
Yeah, finally, here we go. All right, King, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna pound down as much of this cider as I can. It's a sour one, so let's see. You know what? I'm gonna smoke a bowl. Oh my God! Whoa, that cider's strong. $5 from Black Cobra. Oh yeah, they shadow dropped the Killer Instinct Anniversary Edition today out of nowhere, and if you already owned it, it's free and only $30. Fuck, I don't know. I was playing some Marvel vs. Capcom 3 last night with the homie, and then I was playing some Mortal Kombat afterwards, and I was like, you know what? I kind of do like fighting games again. I might start playing some fighting games again. So chat, if you got some recommendations on what fighting games you think I should be playing at the moment, drop your recommendation now, please. $2 from Zitro. Snort the line like your DSP. You're gonna have to give me more money if you want me to snort Molly. Which I will do, but you gotta pay me to do it. Because I'm not gonna do it for free. Not tonight. I don't get high for free. You gotta pay me to do it. I get paid to get high. It's a like dream come true job. Who doesn't want that? Anyway. Here it goes. Oh yeah. Oh, y'all be. Alright. Alright, let's get to the video.
Boom. Hold on. There we go. Illumination. Illumination.
Illumination.
Y'all don't know what Xbox tax is. I'm gonna give it to you because I see a lot of you guys talking and y'all want to play that ignorant game like I don't know.
Why do you guys play this game, Griffin? By the way, like, I mean, I don't. To be real with you, Griffin, I don't think like, you know, your videos covering PlayStation like news would be so big if like this part of this tax wasn't real, because the coverage on bad PlayStation news is not equal on social media. And I think that's why people tune into channels like ours, because we will cover what a lot of news outlets just kind of tiptoe around. You know, none of them would have covered, none of them covered the fact that Spider-Man was a broken mess, by the way, Griffin. Like, nobody, not a single one of these outlets, no, there was one outlet mentioned the bugs. But the rest of these outlets, nobody talked about the bugs in Spider-Man 2. Completely avoided.
I know.
And I think that's why people tune into us, because they're like, oh, someone will actually cover what I just saw with my own 2 eyes.
You work in a store, and the product that you sell in the store, you sell a lot of products in the store, but one product you sell gives a higher return on like resell. It's the market leader. They spend a little bit more. You're going to push that product, right? So inherently, you have a bias because it's...
Mortal Kombat 1 is that good, eh? Okay. I'll bite. I was playing Mortal Kombat X last night with a friend, and we were having a pretty good time. But I will say, Mortal Kombat X's fatality blows that they give you if you're low on health to have a comeback, hate that shit. Hate that shit. I know you can toggle it off, thank God, but the fact that it's there by default annoyed the shit out of me. There's nothing more I hate than fighting games that give you like a second wind. You know, they're like, oh, make your comeback now with this one button. No, if I kicked your ass for the majority of this match, I am the better player. You should not be given a tool to get you out of that. Fuck off.
Tied to you financially. So here comes that bias. The next one.
Oh, Alex is here.
As a media guy, it's very hard.
Everybody is here.
I've never worked with Sony, haven't worked with them. It's not like us at ILP haven't reached out. They don't have any forward-facing people. People that do get a chance to do it. See, what it is it's like a tight-knit group of individuals that hold certain emails and people to themselves. So when you hear somebody say that they're doing like a Spider-Man review or God of War review and stuff like that, those dudes is looked at as gatekeepers, and those gatekeepers stick together, right? They stay together in the same circles. You see them all the time. This
is true. Greg Miller's group specifically, Colin's group specifically. I have noticed it, but I'm no insider. I wouldn't be able to tell you guys. I can't confirm this. Just because it's King David and we all like King David doesn't mean we should take this word for granted. But I will say this to everybody in the chat. King David has way the fuck more connections than I do. Or you. Or Alex. Or Griffin. King David has actual, like, insider connections. He actually has talked to people in the industry. He attends industry events. He goes to these things. He would know more than we would, but that still, for me, always remains skeptical. Always be a skeptic. You know, we may love King David. We think he's hilarious and all. And he has some credible, you know, info here and there. And he shares, you know, chats with, and goes to meetups with a lot of people who are inside the industry. But, you know, that doesn't always mean it's true, you know, like, you gotta be a skeptic. You know, don't take his word for it. Listen to what he said and consider it and see. But, yeah, I mean, I would take King David's word over most people, but, again, King David himself has a bias, and you can't ignore that. You know, King David has a pro Xbox bias, so it doesn't mean what he says is 100% true, you know, actual truth, you know. The guy has a reason The guy has a reason to lie. It doesn't mean he's going to. I don't know. All I know about King David is I have seen him stick up for Spider-Man. I saw him stick up for Spider-Man too. So I think he does have, he has integrity. I think he does try to keep to his word. Because if he stood up for Spider-Man, I think, you know, it shows some level of integrity. Yeah. All right, let's see.
And then what happens is if you get that golden ticket to say that you're reviewing their games, Nintendo is like that to a sense, but we get Nintendo codes. We do that. So it's not like that. And the reason why I believe that was because Nintendo was fighting off the big two and really had to get around that whole area. So we are a little bit closer. We're way closer with Nintendo than we are with Sony at all. And the fact of the matter is this: those individuals are the same bad characters doing the same bad character stuff, right? And it feels like a golden ticket. It's like a Willy Wonka's golden ticket. You don't want to mess it up. So you won't give like a bad review to something, because if you do, they have been known to shut you down.
This is, I don't remember who it was, but there was a review site that said basically that they had to reconsider their review because they didn't want Sony to pull another review copy from them in the future if they didn't review this right. I don't remember what it was, but it was like the first time I had seen like bits of censorship from the industry, right? Sony's not the only one that does this, far from it, right? But no, it was like Sony was like one of the first companies I had heard about, basically, yeah, threatening to pull review copies if, you know, if certain parts of your review weren't censored or changed or slightly tweaked, you know, to be more friendly, more up the, to their standards or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, that does happen. It's Steve Ivor. That's who it was? Steve Ivor. No. $5 from Grey Guardian. I'm sorry, but why the fuck does Alex look like Sheriff Woody with no beard? What? What are you talking about? Wow, what the fuck is this, guys? I just got an email from Google. And it says, "Hi, Fratanga. Copyrighted content has been detected in your video. Is the Xbox tax real?" Oh, wait, hold on. That's an older... Okay. Older stream. I thought that was this stream. Okay. We're good. Never mind, chat. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I saw on an Xbox podcast that Xbox codes for games are always late to come out, and that's why their games don't get reviewed as much or on time. I heard about that too, Albert G. I heard about that too. And I've also heard like Bethesda has not wanted to hand out scores to people who, you know, well, said the same shit. I think these companies are within their right to be like, okay, if that person has a history of just saying horrendous shit in their reviews that could, you know, could land them in some legal trouble, let's not give them a review copy. Let's ignore them. I understand moments like that, but Sony, Microsoft have both participated in like this pettiness. I've heard about it. I've read stories about it. So yeah.
So you would keep your honest feelings to certain things to a degree to yourself. Microsoft, you can say a bad review. They send you out your codes. I want the honest. I want the honest. So you're gonna be like, yo, yeah, you joined trash, whatever. Okay, cool. It's fine. It's cool. But you still get, because they were in third place. They just leaped past Sony financially. And we also found out that Sony lies about stock, how much stuff that was sold, the inflated of the numbers. It's so many things that go on that's not reported. But then when you have a big media conglomerate and your favorite console, the console that you play on the most, this is the reason why I defend Xbox so much so because that's the game, that's the console I play on the most.
I'm not a big fan of defense forces for things, for products. You know, like when I got my 3080, I wasn't like defensive about my 3080. You know, there was lots of criticisms of the 3080, specifically the model I got too. People are like, that's the hottest card. That one has 3 power pin connectors. You fucking retarded. Why'd you buy that card? I'm like, but I didn't take it personal, I guess. I didn't feel like the need to defend my purchase, but I don't know. I mean, like, some people online, though, I've seen it, too, on Twitter. Like, people are just like, oh, I can't wait for this new game coming from Xbox Studios. There'll be, like, 20 comments under that comment being like, oh, fuck Xbox. Why are you buying that console? Stupid dumb, you know. Xbox got nothing to play. Look how desperate they are. You know, that kind of shit. I don't know. Things like that just don't bother me. I can live perfectly fine with people criticizing whatever I purchase and not care. But others do come to the defense, and I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but when you're King David, when it's King David doing it, you listen to him, because the guy does speak with the level of intelligence that, you know, most people I watch online don't have, right? Like, Dreamcast guy is fucking retarded, you know? Fucking King Thrash is fucking retarded. Reforge is stupid to me. But King David is actually a pretty intelligent guy. A successful guy, too, so I don't know. I tend to listen more to him, because I feel he has the wisdom. But, yeah.
So I have a bias. See, but the problem is, when me saying that I have a bias, I'm able to acknowledge that, because I don't have any fear of loss. There's a fear of loss.
See, again, I respect this guy. I think this guy is I think King David's a very smart guy, but listen.
I have a bias. I'm able to acknowledge that.
Thank you. I just want I just want more of these motherfuckers to do that, what you're doing, King. Is just be like, yeah, I have a bias towards PlayStation. Yes, I have a bias towards Xbox. Yes, I have a bias towards PC. Look at me. I have the biggest bias towards PC. I think consoles are trash. Peasant devices. For you peasants. You and your little peasant boxes. I think PC is superior, and I have no qualms about admitting that. I wish other people could do that. I wish other people could be like, yeah, I lean more towards this. You know? Just come out with it. Be open about it.
Because I don't have any fear of loss.
I don't have any fear of loss. There you go. To be fair, you would speak better if your brain wasn't fried and high all the time, says Power Boss. Yeah, fair point, Power Boss. I wish to be on King's level of intellect one day. Hold on. This. There we go. Okay. Yeah, if they make their bias known, we can respect them more and listen to what they say through their point of view. That is correct. Someone who can admit a bias may have better criticisms than you think.
There's a fear of this. When me saying that I have a bias, I'm able to acknowledge that, because I don't have any fear of loss. There's a fear of loss. If you go against whatever Sony is doing, you say whatever against Sony, there's a fear of loss with these individuals. Loss of their job, a loss of extra work, a loss of revenue.
Destin. I know he's talking about people who work alongside PlayStation, but that applies to Destin. That applied so well to Destin, I might put that in the edit. King, you're a genius.
Whatever Sony is doing, you say whatever against Sony, there's a fear of loss with these individuals. Loss of their job, a loss of extra work, a loss of revenue. A lot of podcasts and shows was started on the back of the PlayStation 4 generation. A lot of stuff happened at that period of time because it was a foregone conclusion that Microsoft was going to stomp a mud hole in these dudes. And they came back and they rise from the ashes and they did what they were supposed to do. They fought like a champion and they got back to where they were supposed to be. But here it is. The Xbox tax is real. And I joke a lot, and I probably joke on ILP, that there's a cabal.
A cabal.
Those gatekeepers, that's something totally different. But they're in the same group set, the same bad characters on the same group set. And when you go to GameStop and they sell a lot of PlayStation in that area, they're going to push a lot of PlayStation in that area. So you're going to want to come and get an Xbox, and they'll be like, well, let me get an Xbox Series X. Oh, why would you want that? You know, we got a PlayStation 5. We just got the new whatchamacallit's in. You understand?
You know what's funny? King is not wrong. I've seen videos on Twitter where it's like, this guy goes in and he's like trying to talk about Xbox games, and like one of the fucking GameStop employees behind the counter is like, why would you want to play on an Xbox? Why don't you just trade that thing in already? Come, we have a PS5 behind the counter. I've seen this. I've seen videos of this. I mean, he's, oh fuck, it's kind of scaring me, King. You're scaring me a little, King, because you're not wrong. I've seen it. I have seen it. Not in person, but I've seen it in videos. But you never know, though, King. I just want to point out, King, that could all be a setup. It could all be faked. But I don't know why somebody would fake videos like that in the first place. But I have seen one. And it's weird. It's weird, but I have seen it.
You're reviewing a game, and
Delta, wait! How is that a dig at Destin? Unless you want to keep your job, you don't go out there and publicly talk bad about your coworkers and company. That's not limited to just IGN. Well, that's because, like, we don't know the kind of information Destin has to hold back. We're not even just talking bad about his employees or about his coworkers, you know. There's also, like, you know, I think it also has to do with, like, what is he willing to call out and what is he not willing to call out, you know? Because I have seen publications where people are allowed to call each other out. IGN has a very tight, very tight, very strict guidelines on, I guess, what their employees can do. I don't know. I mean, personally, Delta, I would say Destin is bigger than his colleagues, bigger than where he works at. I would have ditched IGN and taken my 100K plus channel and rolled with it. But I don't know. Maybe Destin is getting paid very well, and I guess he should secure that check, Delta, as you said. Or not as you said, but as you suggested.
And you know, if you give this game a bad review, you've seen the bugs, you've seen the stuff, you're not going to get a review copy again. Listen.
Delta, it's not just that. You don't think other people that represent the other publication, if he's bad-mouthing those particular publications and they see that, they can send that info to Destin's boss? I mean, they could, yeah. But, what's Destin gonna say, though, Delta, other than, like, I thought you were a little unfair to Xbox? Like, I mean, that's what Destin would say. Destin's not the type of guy, Delta, who's gonna be like, fuck you, you fucking FAGGOTs, pieces of shit, die. You know, he's not gonna do that. No, Destin's not even gonna really badmouth. He'll just, Destin's the type of guy who'll probably just say, I thought you were a little unfair towards Xbox here, or maybe this or that, you know? You know Destin would put it well into words. I don't think Destin would get in trouble. Not the way, he definitely wouldn't talk towards these people like you and I talk. Then if Destin wants to minimize problems with IGN, he should not have talked about a topic he know IGN is guilty of. He should have shut the fuck up and ignored the topic. You know, Monley, I mean, that's more or less a consequences of your own actions kind of thing. Right? But I'm of the mindset that Destin is allowed to talk about whatever the fuck he wants. And he did. And he faced backlash. So I'm not saying, Destin, shut up. But if Destin doesn't like this backlash, then I guess he shouldn't have said anything. But I don't think he's shying away from it that hard. He wanted to talk about it, and he knew there would be backlash. So I'm not saying shut up, Destin, don't talk about it. I think it was really cool of Destin to come out and talk about this subject, personally, Monley. I thought it was interesting to have this discussion. We're having this discussion right now, Monley, because of Destin. So I think we owe it to him. Yeah, so Delta, Alex and I both said that he was the wrong man to bring it up because he's limited to what he can say without being in trouble with his employer. Yeah, so I guess, then by that case, Delta, all digs at Destin are fair. All digs at Destin are fair at that point, right? So, I just personally chose not to dig to him that hard because I don't think Destin is, like, being, I don't think he's being stupid. I don't think he's being illogical. I think it's all coming from a place of, like, okay, he really thought this out. Didn't come out the best, but he really did care about the subject. He really did want to talk about it. And I'm more than glad to have listened to it and gotten his end.
I see it. And it's very unfortunate. You know, this is a now era, is a digital era where people need, and their revenue is tied to the digital, right? I openly call for them to become an app. You will not save Kong. This is when it's gonna happen because y'all pushed this, y'all made this happen. Y'all made Microsoft go get the ABK deal done.
This is all true. Shouldn't have poked the hornet's nest, ponies, but you did. Monday, Fried agreed he does have the right to talk about it, but then he said he has to be careful of what he says about IGN. I mean, you either talk about it or you censor yourself. Yeah, mistake on his part. Big mistake on his part. And yeah, I mean, I think everybody's called him out for it. I think we can say that. Like, everybody has called him out for it.
And all the stuff that will precipitate after the fact. It's an inherent bias.
Delta says, like, I can't go out and say anything publicly bad about my company or any rival companies because even though I'm outside of my workplace, my job still considers me a representative of that company. I don't like being the life. I don't like that being the life we're in, but that's what it is these days. Oh, but that's not. Well, then that's not really saying anything, Delta. You know, that's not really saying anything. Be like, well, you know, it is what it is. It's not adding much to the discussion. You know, I'm not trying to undermine your point, but I don't really think that says anything. You know, he still decided to speak out and bat for these companies, and you know, when people brought up some criticisms of IGN, there was things he just couldn't talk about, and that really limited the free discussion. And I don't know, man, like, I don't know if what you can, you know, it's just, he works for this company and he's just doing what any employee trying to keep their job would do, but that doesn't say anything. I still think we have to say more about what that means.
So when they say Xbox tax, it's just another word of saying tribalism. It's another word of saying grouping. That's all.
That's how I viewed it. Well, I viewed the Xbox tax as bias. Never mind. No, King, I think me and you have two different views on this, King, actually. For me, it's just like bias. Like, certain people have a bias. And for him, I guess it's in groups.
So this part was Xbox tax for dummies. Because I hear you guys talk about different things and it's not what you're talking about. And if any of y'all say, why is any Xbot, any Xbox lover champion the ABK deal? We want to win.
Who's we? I mean, not me. I mean, I'm just an observer. But you guys want to win, King. Go on.
Want to win. And now Microsoft has taken an interest in Xbox. The win is coming. Pause.
All I don't know, King.
Like, follow, and subscribe. And we will keep the boot on your neck until you become an app. Try to play the Game Pass. Peace.
We will keep the boot on your neck until you become, yeah. Pretty weak explanation of the Xbox tax from the King himself. But shout out to you, King. Thank you for gracing us with your take on the whole matter. But at the very least, you see that a lot of people around us are just playing ignorant. They're just like, they know exactly what everybody's talking about. Like his video? Oh my god, fine. I'm gonna like his video for him. There we go. Yeah. Anyway. Frit, you want to win two unless you don't use Game Pass on PC. Okay, fine. I guess in that sense, I want them to win so I have the best service possible, but I don't believe Microsoft will give you the best service possible if they're number one. Microsoft needs to stay in last place forever. Because when Microsoft is in last place, they give us the most they have. Let's face it. When Microsoft is losing, that's when they hand out all the best stuff to us for like at the cheapest prices. So let's keep Microsoft losing, I say. Anyway, now it's time for Linus Tech Tips, damage control of the PlayStation Portal. This is a thing. This happened. We're done with Alex. We're done with the Xbox tax. I think it's fair to say nobody was convinced by Griffin or Alex or Erica or Destin. No one was convinced. So, I mean, and if you can't convince that many people, that is on you. That means there is something legitimate here. There's some kind of fuckery going on that people are noticing. You know. But again, you can't blame all of Xbox's shortcomings on the Xbox tax forever, Xbox. So if Stalker 2 flops, if fucking Hellblade 2 flops, if Indiana Jones flops, if Avowed flops, I don't want to see a single Xbox trying to go all Xbox tax on this bullshit. All right? At least, I want at least 3 of those games to take off well. We'll see. You can't run with the Xbox tax narrative forever, my friends. So anyway. Xbox tax never landed on the moon. 2 Canadian from Prince Stick Figure. Linus Pony Tips. Couldn't stop taking an L, I see. Alright, let's check it out.
If you were expecting me to jump on the hate bandwagon for this thing, you're gonna end up sorely disappointed. I do have problems with the PlayStation Portal, but I've been a believer in remote game streaming for as long as some of you have been alive, starting with the Nvidia Shield. No, not that one. The handheld one that everyone, including Nvidia...
That thing is better than the PlayStation Portal. That thing, that piece of tech right there, that old piece of tech is better than the PlayStation Portal. Look, it's already got more features. It's already got more games too. I love it. He's trying so hard to damage control for the Portal, but he opens up with a device that's already infinitely more advanced than the Portal. This is funny.
Seems to have forgotten about. I played Tomb Raider 2013, start to finish on that thing, infant son in lap, without ever touching my keyboard and mouse. It was my portal to gaming at a time when I otherwise couldn't make time for it. So, look, if you're not psyched for this thing, I get it. But I am.
I want to die now. There is no hope for the gaming industry, bro. Linus has done irreparable damage to hardware, man. This guy has legitimately been caught, being a fraud and being corrupt by Nexus gamers. They fucking exposed him hard this year. He lost a lot of support. Now he's back to fucking oversell us this goddamn tablet. Insane. The check cleared. The goddamn check from Sony must have cleared. Holy shit.
Or at least I will be if Sony has ironed out all the troubleshooting nonsense that has made this technology kind of inaccessible for the average gamer. Setup challenge begins now. Power. English. Does anyone know the Wi-Fi password? Thank you for the ortholinear keyboard, just kidding. All right, agree.
Can't spell Linus without L. That's true.
Approve. Select a PS5. Allow connection to PS5. Settings, system, remote play, and turn on remote play. Settings, system. Oh, it was on.
It was? Hit X to connect.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, okay, it worked.
Overall, not as smooth as it could have been. Not a huge fan of that tiny...
This is a... Man, God, my fucking... God damn. That's the only thing this device can do. That interaction he had connecting it to the internet is basically the only thing you can do on it.
Press X to continue indicator in the bottom left, but we're still completely set up and ready to game in just 3.5 minutes. That's not bad. Now let's see how fast we can segue to our sponsor.
Oh, I hate this channel. What have I become? Bum, bum, ba-da-da. My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. You made me hurt so fucking hard, Linus, with what you've done. You've ruined hardware discussion. You've ruined everything. I hate you. Hate you. Watch the UFD Tech video about the portal. All right, I'll check that out. Let's just... all right. Here, what was the sponsor? Where's the sponsor again? Holy shit! Is that the sponsorship? No. Where's the sponsor?
That goes, and this is not bad. What are we looking at?
150 milliseconds.
150 milliseconds, and that is complete chain?
Yes.
That is very usable. There's definitely some banding and blocking, particularly when things get really busy on screen and you've got smoke or lots of particle effects flying around. But the display looks great, super sharp, very...
Fucking what? It looks okay. It looks okay. Let's just shut up. The check clearly cleared for you. Wow, way to oversell that. Look how shitty that screen looks. Look how dirty it looks.
Particularly when
They see like a speck.
things get really busy on screen and you've got smoke or lots
We see that dust on the side of the screen right there.
of particle effects flying around. But the display...
Ew, look at the specks of... What, spit? Is that spit on the screen? What is that?
Hey, look.
Is that spit on the portal? That looks like shit. That looks trash. Stop lying to us, Linus.
It's great, super sharp, very usable. Don't judge the portal based on how I'm...
This is the most hideous thing I have ever seen in my fucking life. Wow, bro, it's just a $10 plastic. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. That's cum. I don't know, it's meth, Frit. It's meth. He was playing it with Dreamcast guy? Oh god. Oh, $700 for this. No. Remember, he's not able to do anything he's doing right now without a $500 PlayStation 5 already in his living room.
doing right now. I have only played like an hour and a bit of this.
Reforge Gaming retired? Huh? What are you talking about? Where's what are you talking about? Retired? You guys aren't making any sense.
Game, and this save is much deeper in than I thought. Visually, this is a super busy game with really lush environments. I am expecting it to be, oh.
It looks like it's running like shit.
A lot less visual artifacty than I was expecting. Once again, particle effects and smoke, gonna be a bit of a struggle, but anything reasonably close to you?
Huh?
Doesn't...
What do you mean he retired? I need, what, where are you hearing that from? He's gonna rebrand as an Xbox channel? Oh, he is no longer talking about the console war. Oh, good for him. Good for him. Legitimately, good for him. That shit is toxic. He is saying on Twitter he will try to step away from console wars. Well, that's good. Shout out to him.
Doesn't look bad at all. I'm also a little surprised at how okay the text looks, especially when the menu looked so bad when it first loaded up.
It still looks bad. What's he talking
There's
about?
no question the game is playable. Does it have a performance mode though? Favorite performance. Let's see how that feels.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, that's more like it. This is 100% how I would play this.
What?
Wow, nice soundstage. Where are these speakers? Oh, they're top firing.
Those tiny little things! Those tiny little things suck! This thing is trash.
Woo! Man, this one looks particularly okay.
Terrible. Awful.
Hey, maybe it helps that it's at night. Definitely managing to notice some visual anomalies with all these bright lights moving around on screen. Kind of like...
No shit, you're fucking streaming it from your console. It's like, wow. iLobo says, I sent it on Discord free. Oh, well, you know. If he's retiring, I'm worried about his current girlfriend. You mean his wife? He has a...
like confetti when you're ever...
Oh, you mean Alex?
at a low bit.
He didn't retire! Oh, great, everybody. Delta's back to ruin the fun, everybody. Yeah, yay. Yay, thanks, Delta. We're all having so much fun, and then Delta just comes back to ruin all the fun. Hate to break it to you guys, but I'm here to correct you again. Like, boo, Delta. Always here to ruin the party. We're like, whoa, tonight's the greatest night of my life. Delta's like, actually, it literally isn't. Oh, yeah, thanks, Delta. Thanks, Delta. So good to see you.
Right? But the truth is, if I was just playing the game and not busy trying to evaluate the device, there's nothing about the visuals or the sound that would make me go, oh, this sucks. Forget it. I think I'm getting ahead of myself a little, though.
For me, there's everything. I mean, Linus, like, I bet you these 16 minutes, the 16 minutes of this video are the only 16 minutes he ever spent using the device. Only time he ever probably spent using it.
Let's take a tour. From the front, it's as though you were playing a game on your DualSense.
Oh, Minxie is in the chat with some sandwiches. Sandwiches for all. Minxie, where you been, girl? I thought you died. I thought Alex's mid finally got to you. Shut up, Delta. Actually, Delta always ruining all the fun.
Controller and a dimensional wizard came along and opened up an 8-inch portal right down the middle. And I consider that to be a really good thing. The DualSense is far and away my favorite PlayStation controller.
I never in my life would want to cut a DualSense in half and like put it at the ends of two tops. It's just so stupid. They should at least like, oh my god, it's just such a stupid design. I think it looks terrible.
Controller ever, and probably the best first-party design on the market right now. And the only thing
arguably, that could be argued.
That's really missing is
golden apples. Hold the line. Linus loves to get chucked. Hold the line. Yes.
The touchpad. Now I'm not going to sugarcoat this. The on-screen replacement for this kind of sucks, but I'm hoping that it can be fixed in software, and I'm pretty confident Sony's gonna get this figured out. What they can't fix in software is that the sticks are measurably smaller, but it's the kind of
I don't even like, I don't understand how anybody would want to play on that. I don't
thing that I didn't notice until I went looking for it, and makes sense when you consider that this is a device that's likely to be stuffed into your backpack. Say maybe.
No, it looks like it would get smashed in there. No. This thing looks like it would break in half. I need to put this in a steel case and then put it in my backpack.
Be in this handy little screen-safe.
Little Jimmy! With the crap battery? Hell no, the Xbox controller is better. Whoa, Jimmy! Is it really? Is the Xbox controller battery better than the PS5 one? Like, does it last longer? If so, that's insane to see Linus just Linus is really like half-assing the content these days. He's just. You also notice he's like less enthusiastic, less humorous, less like on edge. Yeah.
Spot right here, lttstore.com. Even with the angle of the screen, I think it's fair to say that this is one of the—
Oh my god, that's going in the thumbnail! That soy face! Oh my god!
It's fair to say that this—
Oh my god, no! Why?
With the angle of the screen, I think it's fair to say that this—
Bro! Xbox Elite controller is trash! That's what Delta says.
It's fair to say that
Oh my god, why would you do that? Why, Linus Tech Tips employee, would you do that? Why would you set yourself up for me to use you for my thumbnail? Why?
this is one of the most comfortable handheld gaming devices.
It's soy! That's the soy! There's so much soy! That's it. That's it. I can't do it no more. I'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. Which is exactly what I'm going to do, but without the skunk part. Ugh. Look, I have a Heineken right here. I'm gonna down this Heineken. Where's my bottle opener? There it is. Where's my Topo Chico? There it is. I'm gonna drink this Heineken. Yes. That's his jerk off face. Is it, Minxie? Yeah. Where's the soy emoji? I don't have a soy emoji, Jimmy! But you're right, I should get one, Jimmy! Mm. Ugh. Ooh. That's a cold one. That is a cold one. That was a very cold one. Ooh.
Devices that we have ever seen. It's not light. At 529 grams, it is noticeably heavier than its nearest competitor, the Logitech G TLOU.
That thing is better! All of these handheld devices are significantly better! This thing doesn't even stand toe-to-toe with the Switch! This is ridiculous! You know what the PlayStation Portal's more comparable to? It's comparable to like a first act toddler's tablet. Like a toy tablet. First act, that's what it's comparable to. These other devices are proper handheld devices. You can actually play games on them. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't even, like, why is this being compared to other devices that are actual devices?
Comfortable handheld gaming devices that we have ever seen. It's not light.
I have a jazz concert. Wish me luck tomorrow. Jimmy Chops, you'll do well. Record it for me.
529 grams, it is noticeably heavier than its nearest competitor, the Logitech G TLOU, and it even weighs more than some full-blown handheld.
It weighs more? What? Why? What's inside of it? Why does it should be the lightest thing there. Huh?
It's not light. At 529 grams, it is noticeably heavier than its nearest competitor, the Logitech G TLOU, and it even weighs more than some full-blown handheld consoles.
That's just ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Why? The Steam Deck is heavier, yes. But like, holy shit, it's heavier than the G TLOU and the Switch? This thing is not portable. Like, not the very, oh my god. This is terrible.
Notably the Switch OLED. But it puts the user in a much wider, more ergonomic posture that, in my opinion, mostly offsets the weight, even during longer play sessions.
Yeah, well, your tiny little soy scrawny arms get tired holding this thing up? How weak are you guys? How weak and pathetic is the Linus Tech Media Group? They're such scrawny little pasty nerds. When I look at them, I'm like, you guys are such scrawny little pasty nerds. Like, oh, ah, my stomach. Little bitch. You can knock them out with your thumb. $2 from Joe Repco, aka Flame. It's the way of financial guilt for it. Ah! Oh my God. By God Almighty, as God is my witness, he is broken in half. Bro.
But the real killer feature
It's that soy. You gotta put down the soy,
the
guys.
user in a much wider, more ergonomic.
The Steam Deck OLED is lighter. Oh, sorry. Let me do that in Delta's voice, right? Steam Deck OLED is lighter. What? It is? Oh my God. This device is so retarded. Linus Tech Tips is such a shill. Holy shit.
Posture that, in my opinion, mostly offsets the weight, even during longer play sessions. But the real killer feature of the Portal is the price. Okay, look. I know you could just throw your phone in a backbone and game on that at
Yeah.
the Portal is the price. Okay, look. I know you could just throw your phone in a backbone and game on that at a fraction of the cost, but look, hear me out, guys, okay? You get
A fraction of the cost? Way the fuck less than that, I would say.
first-party grade controller with adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. You get a decent 8-inch screen. You get a battery, speakers, Wi-Fi, packaging and shipping.
This has got to be Linus's worst video ever. This is terrible.
You get a first-party grade controller with adaptive triggers and
You get a first-party control. My thing, what? Guys, you get a controller. It comes with a controller, you know, $70. I'm like, my God, bro.
haptic feedback.
What are we gonna say now? Like, how come he doesn't give that credit to the Switch? You know,
You get a decent 8-inch screen.
decent, my fucking ass.
You get a battery.
104. Yeah, it's supposed to come with a battery. Like, oh, it comes with the battery, guys. It comes with the battery. Oh, hail Sony. It comes with a battery. Oh my fucking God. You get a logo, guys. Fort Worth race. You get a logo. $115 battery, the fuck? Oh my God.
Speakers, Wi-Fi.
You get speakers! You get Wi-Fi, guys! You get basic tablet utility, guys! Very basic tablet utility.
Packaging and shipping.
Yeah! Yay! It comes in a box! Woohoo!
A processor with accelerated video decode and some RAM and storage, obviously. This appears to be a Snapdragon 662 from early reports, but
Oh, what?
speakers, Wi-Fi, packaging and shipping, a processor with accelerated video decode and some
Wow, it has a processor!
RAM and storage, obviously. This appears
Why is... My God, this video is so bad. $2 from Great Guardian. It also comes with the D-pad. Whoa! Wow! It has a D-pad, you guys! Whoa! But you don't get native gaming or internet browsing. I know, isn't it beautiful, little Jimmy? Wonderful. I love this thing. Amazing.
appears to be a Snapdragon 662 from early reports, but we don't have pricing for that, so let's use a Raspberry Pi Zero as a price proxy. You'll need
No, a Raspberry Pi is better. It can play games natively. That's not fucking fair.
an operating system that probably needed to be developed at some point, and somewhere in there, you've got
Wow, he's really... How much were you paid, Linus? This is ridiculous. You guys have to consider it has an operating system. It has a Wi-Fi card. It has a battery. Linus, this is like low for you, bro. Like really fucking low for you. Oh my god.
Gotta find some
Don't forget with Wi-Fi 5 and not Wi-Fi 6.
margin for Sony's retail partners and, God willing, Sony themselves. So, look, I know $200 is a lot to ask for an accessory to a
No, not really. Like, hold on, 10 Ron from AJ, don't you guys have headphones? No. $200 isn't really the fucking problem in my opinion. The problem is that the thing doesn't have basic actual tablet utility. Like you like, for God's sake, it can't play games natively. It can't connect to Wi-Fi outside of your home. It doesn't have a fucking headphone jack. No headphone jack. Yeah. No Bluetooth capabilities. $200. If this thing was $200 with all the capabilities of a advanced, semi-advanced tablet, that would have been pretty okay. $200 for like no utility is it's like such an insult. It's nuts. I don't know. I can't believe it. And then Linus is saying, well, it's expensive. I don't think the $200 price range is an expensive range for a tablet. I don't think so, personally. But $200 for this? Yeah, that is too much.
$500 device. But you know what else is $200? The DualSense Edge. And that's...
Wait, is there a headphone jack? No, there is not. No Bluetooth. Wait, hold on, wait. Is there a headphone jack? My bad, let me correct myself. Sorry, it does have a headphone jack. It doesn't have Bluetooth. My bad. It has a headphone jack. Let me correct myself one more time. It has a headphone jack. But it does not have Bluetooth. So no, you can't connect like Bluetooth headphones to it. There we go. My bad.
It's just a controller. So if we're not outraged about that, I don't see why we have a problem with this.
Say that again? Sorry, I didn't pay attention.
But you know what else is $200? The DualSense Edge.
Uh-huh.
And that's just a controller. So if we're not outraged about that, I don't see why we have a problem with this.
I mean, honestly, the problem with this fucking thing is it's a streaming tablet, right? That's it. That's it. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a streaming tablet for $200, and there's not fucking much you can do on it. That's ultimately what the problem is. I would rather buy that $200 PS5 controller, because that actually looks really fucking nice. This thing looks uncomfortable, cheap, Chinese made, and honestly, it's just such a fucking joke. Like, it does not feel like it's worth your $200. That controller looks like it's worth my $200, though. Oh, shit.
Device. But you know what else is $200? The DualSense Edge. And that's just a controller. So if we're not outraged about that, I don't see why we have a problem with this.
That controller, the quality of this controller is even lower. I don't even know, how do I have to explain this to goddamn Linus Tech Tips?
And I get it. This product might not speak to you, and that's fine. But I think attacking its price is a poor use of our finite anger energy.
The fuck are you talking about? No, it's the perfect use of it.
Especially when there are other places we could direct it that are much more valid.
Like what? You? We could direct it at you, Linus. Do you want me to do that, Linus? Do you want me to direct my anger back at you for what you did earlier this year? No? Okay, so let's focus on the tablet. Please. I'm going to direct my anger at the tablet and forget about what you did for 5 minutes. Don't remind me.
To our tour then. The device charges, and charges only through a bottom-mounted USB-C port, meaning that there's great ergonomics when you're playing with it, but no, your display, Ethernet, or Bluetooth dongles will not work.
Oof.
Which isn't the main problem.
Ah.
The main problem is, why would you need a Bluetooth dongle? Let me put it this way. You have multiple options for audio playback. The 3.5mm headphone jack, which is right next
All right, so yeah, it does have one right there.
to the USB-C port, the top-firing stereo speakers, or the companion Pulse Series headphones from Sony via PlayStation Link. I says pardon? Yeah, you heard me. In spite of its mobile-first design, the Portal has no support for Bluetooth. Sony's justification for this is that PlayStation Link and their proprietary low-latency, lossless audio format are gonna deliver a better gaming experience than Bluetooth when they launch their Pulse Elite headset or Pulse Explore earbuds later this year.
What? I hate this company.
Proprietary low-latency,
What does it?
mobile-first design, the Portal has no support for Bluetooth. Sony's justification for this is that PlayStation Link and their proprietary low-latency, lossless audio format are gonna deliver a better
Guys, you don't need Bluetooth. Buy our proprietary headphones. Like, Jesus Christ, they are Apple. They are Apple now. PlayStation is the Apple of video games.
support for Bluetooth. Sony's justification for this is that PlayStation Link and their proprietary low-latency, lossless audio format are gonna deliver a better gaming experience.
Guys, you don't need Bluetooth. We know what's better for you. We know. We're Sony. We know best. We know what's best for our consumers.
Than Bluetooth when they launch their Pulse Elite headset or Pulse
Imagine buying $200 headphones. You could use them on your $200 tablet so that you can play your games off your $500 console in your toilet. So stupid. So retarded.
Explore earbuds later this year. And that's fair enough. Even modern Bluetooth 5.x can struggle when streaming high quality, real-time audio. But to not give me the option, if that's a drawback that I'm willing to accept,
Thank you.
especially when the hardware is obviously in there, that's just insulting. Oh,
Is the hardware obviously in there though? Is it? I think we should crack this thing open and actually see.
how do I know the hardware's in there? Well, for one thing, I can't think of a single modern Wi-Fi chipset that doesn't also integrate Bluetooth. And for another, those Pulse headphones do support Bluetooth if you pair them to another device. Like, say, for example, a Nintendo Switch. So
you can use Sony's headphones on the Switch before you could ever use them on the PSPortal. That is so fucking ridiculous. Wow.
it's likely that Sony is just tweaking the encoding and could choose to operate in standard mode.
What was this? What
Device.
was that?
Like, say, for example, a Nintendo Switch. So it's likely that Sony is just tweaking the encoding and could choose to operate.
Is he doing the hand jerking off gesture? Are they implying they're jerking off Sony?
If you pair them to another device, like, say, for example, a Nintendo Switch. So it's likely that Sony is just tweaking the encoding and could choose
Oh, they're making fun of Sony. They're making fun of Sony.
to operate in standard mode, like
Wait, no, that's the middle finger. It looks like he's doing a hand jerk off motion, but it looks like he's actually just flipping the bird.
like, say, for example, a Nintendo Switch. So it's likely that Sony is just tweaking the encoding and could choose to
It's the middle finger.
operate in standard mode,
It looked like he was doing a hand jerk off motion.
like Nintendo eventually did. My other big issue with it is battery life. Like the Logitech G Cloud, the Portal is dead silent and stays cool to the touch.
It better. It doesn't. It better because it's not actually running anything. If the PlayStation Portal started getting really hot, I would be like, this is the worst device ever created on the planet. This thing is not actually processing anything. This thing is not rendering anything. It's not native hardware built to play things natively, or it's not built to play games natively. So obviously, I expect it to stay cool.
But the G Cloud managed over 11 hours of gaming on its 6,000 mAh battery. The Portal, 4. I understand they have...
Oh my god, 4 hours? And you're not even playing games natively. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't
to the touch. But the G Cloud managed over 11 hours of gaming on its 6,000 milliamp hour
11 hours! Native gaming!
battery. The Portal, 4.
4 hours! Streamed. Bro, this is ridiculous.
I understand they had a price to hit, but that is huge. I mean, the charge time is okay at least, but still, this compromise is the difference between this thing kicking around my house and I just grab it and game on it when I feel like it, and me needing to remember to charge it after every session, then go get it when I actively want to use it. Kind of like the DualSense. The last controversial cut was to wireless. Wi-Fi 5? Really, Sony? I mean, the PS5...
Yeah, there we go. It's Wi-Fi 5. It's not Wi-Fi 6. Oh, God.
itself, which launched 3 years ago, has Wi-Fi 6.
Bro, it doesn't have Wi-Fi 5. It's supposed to be a dedicated streaming tablet, and it can't even provide you the best efficient speed? Are you kidding me? This is such a bad device. This is so laughably bad. So bad. It's like Sony's pulling one on us, right? Like they're fucking with us. They're just joking, right? They're just fucking joking, right? God damn. I'm gonna smoke this ball. I can't anymore. I am so fucked. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. Oh god. Hey guys. Remember guys. IGN gave the PlayStation Portal an 8 out of 10. And the Steam Deck, a 7 out of 10. No PlayStation bias though. Nothing to see here, ladies and gentlemen. No Bluetooth, Wi-Fi 5, fucking no native support, 4-hour battery life, 8 out of 10. Steam Deck can play games natively, do things most laptops can't do, 7 out of 10. Standards are different for PlayStation products, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's what the PlayStation tax is.
However, this one might not be as big of a deal as you'd think. While gaming, we found that the Portal was eating up about 10 to 14 megabits per second. So there's no way that you would saturate a Wi-Fi 5 connection unless you were at the very limits of your router's range. And even if you were,
it's still better hardware.
Wi-Fi 6 would be pretty unlikely to help anyway, since that generational bump didn't come with any big improvements to range. Though of course, it should be noted that all of this depends on your specific setup and the quality of your network, which actually doesn't need to be that high, I guess. 14 megabit? Let's talk about what that means for image quality, because that's a lot lower than I expected for 1080p 60. As I alluded to earlier, you are going to notice some streaming compression while gaming on the Portal, especially in the finer details of busy scenes, like for example, the Sandman opening of Spider-Man 2. But the reality of it is
14 megabytes per second? How? I don't know.
That's going to be the case with any wireless video streaming device, and we found that most of the time, it wasn't too distracting. One little tip is that we would strongly recommend setting your games to 60 FPS performance mode when using the Portal. You're unlikely to notice the better visual fidelity on such a small screen, not to mention over a stream anyway, and the higher your frame rate, the lower your input latency, which is going to be doubly important if you expect to use the Portal away from your house. Sony does support this use case, which is super cool because it kind of turns your PlayStation into a personal cloud gaming service that has no monthly subscription, but it is going to add...
You've already been able to do that! You've been able to do that since the PS4! Why are we acting like this tablet is the equivalent of doing it on your phone? It's not. Your phone has a better experience. It's insane.
which is super cool because it kind of turns your PlayStation into a personal cloud gaming service that has no monthly subscription.
You can already do that on your fucking phone, bro. Insane.
But it is going to add anywhere from another 10 milliseconds of latency, best case scenario, to 50, 100 milliseconds, or even more, depending on your distance from home. And that's even with a decent connection.
Damn! That is not good! What?
Latency, best case scenario, to 50, 100 milliseconds, or even more, depending on your distance from home. And that's even with a decent connection, and assuming you will actually be able to use it. You see, Sony in their infinite wisdom has opted not to include an internet browser on the portal, which means that as of this
8 out of 10 device! IGN said so, ladies and gentlemen. 8 out of 10. There is no Xbox tax. There is no Xbox tax. Fuck off, dude. If this was an Xbox device, what do you think would happen to it right now, chat? Huh? Jesus Christ. 100 is unplayable, I know. Chat. What would happen to Microsoft at this moment if this was an Xbox device? Remember how hard the industry, remember how hard the media came down on the Kinect? Woo! They came down on it like the hammer of Thor. They're like, boom, banish ye. Portal comes out. They're like, it's nice, 8 out of 10. Very good. Yeah. Over the Steam Deck. Can't spell English like that. Jesus Christ. 12 out of 10. Okay, Fred, okay, right? I don't know. If Xbox 3 out of 10, bro, yeah.
time, there is no way to authenticate with captive portal wireless networks, like the kind found in restaurants, hotels, or basically anywhere that isn't your friend's or your mom's house. You could tether to your phone, I guess, but at least if you live in North America, that is only going to be an option if you really hate money and also hate image quality.
Again, this device was built for you not to leave your home, Linus. Sony wants you glued to your living room playing their games, their movie games. They don't want you to leave.
Now, our guess is that this was done to deter homebrew and jailbreaking, since browsers tend to be a point of ingress.
Bro, but that's the whole point of why anybody would want to buy this thing in the first place, to jailbreak it. That is the only reason anybody would ever want one of these things, to jailbreak it and see what you really can do with it. Because right now, we don't know what you actually can do with it. We don't know its full capabilities until we jailbreak it. It would then probably be kind of useful.
As for these kinds of console hacks.
But they gave the deck OLED a 9. They gave the deck OLED a 9? But the 7 out of, I don't understand IGN.
But only time will tell if Sony's approach is going to work, and if it's going to be worth.
Well, so they think that the OLED is just a bit better than the Portal, though, you know. The Portal is perfect 8.
The outrage that this is causing amongst their customers. I gotta admit, if it can be jailbroken, I find that pretty exciting, and there already seems to be some work going on. Though, Herbrax here isn't being entirely realistic. No Switch emulator is going to be running on this wimpy little SoC, but...
Damn, it's that low. Oh, fuck. It can't even run! Oh my god, that's so sad!
And there already seems to be some work going on. Though, Herbrax here isn't being entirely realistic. No Switch emulator is going to be running on this wimpy little SoC.
Damn! It can't even handle the Switch emulator. Be Smooth X35 member for 12 months. Thank you. To be honest, I don't think the thing can do much. Maybe it can run Doom 1993. It doesn't even... Does it have storage? It doesn't, right? The PSPortal doesn't have storage, correct, chat? I wasn't paying attention, but the PSPortal has no internal storage. I mean, that doesn't mean you can't add one, though. You could definitely fit a little internal storage in there. You can make it work, maybe, but it doesn't come with an internal storage as far as I read here. So... what can you do with it, even if you were to jailbreak it, is a good question. With no internal storage, you can't fit games on there. You can't really fit anything on there. So, it's got a Game Boy Color chip. The Portal doesn't have anything, yeah. Can it run Tiger handhelds? A Tiger handheld is more Tiger handhelds are actually native games. This thing isn't native at all. Designed to be useless, jailbroken. Fuck, there's nothing you can do with the Portal. What a pointless device.
But if this thing is just running Android and someone does manage to root it, nothing would prevent you from running Moonlight on it and playing PC games at desktop quality on this great screen with the...
Why would I do that when the Steam Deck can already do that natively and through remote play? You can already do the remote play and you can already do native stuff. Why the fuck would I need this for my PC? That's not exciting. That's gay.
This great controller, if it is. On the subject of things you can't do with the Portal at the moment, PS Plus Premium Streaming. I know!
You cannot stream off the store. That is just so stupid. Oh my god. Oh, your phone can do it, but a $200 dedicated PlayStation tablet can't. It just does so stupid.
UTF, right? I mean, you can stream from your own PlayStation, but not from Sony's PlayStation streaming service?
That's what I'm
not
saying.
even if it routes through your own PlayStation? In fairness, that would probably butcher the experience, but still, I think it...
Delta, the deck OLED though is damn near perfect, I tell you what. Oh, now you're letting out your inner Texan, Delta, huh?
says a lot about how low tier they had to go on the hardware to make this thing happen at this price. Coming back to good news though, they didn't seem to cheap out on the screen. While we weren't able to...
The whole thing is cheaped out. The whole thing was built probably by Chinese factory children, like little children in a Chinese factory probably put this thing together. The very one he's holding in his hands. I put that together. That mine. Get out here, kid. I have a big channel to run. Fucking hilarious. This is just, no, the whole thing is designed to be as cheap as possible. They cheaped out on everything, even the controller. It's look at the PlayStation logo button here. It looks so cheap.
To run our test patterns for a full analysis, the screen looks vibrant to the eye and managed 493 nits peak brightness under real-world conditions, which is very similar to what we measured on the Logitech G Cloud Wireless. It runs at 1080p 60Hz, meaning that under ideal conditions,
Meaning it's just like, it's just, wow, it's not that impressive. $2 from partial meme. Did Linus forget he was a PC Tech channel? I don't know.
Look noticeably sharper than the Steam Deck, and while it's an LCD, not an OLED, the glossy finish does help make blacks pop, and it looks pretty darn...
Oh, he said blacks! Linus said it!
Noticeably sharper than the Steam Deck, and while it's an LCD, not an OLED, the glossy finish does help make blacks pop.
Ooh.
Blacks pop. Glossy finish does help make blacks pop.
Such a child.
LED. The glossy finish does help make blacks pop.
I'm such a child. Uh-oh! Linus said it! He's canceled. Uh-oh. Took a name from downstairs, so the PSPortal is made of for Tixco. No! Oh, the blacks pop? It's kind of like this. It's like...
Peter, what are you doing? Crack? What the fuck? Hey, at least I'm not drinking, Brian. Yeah, this isn't exactly a good substitute. Where'd you get crack? From blacks? What? What? Yeah,
That's just so...
from Black's. What? Black's? What? Yeah, right behind Black's hardware store. There's a white guy.
I always thought this joke was so funny.
Why you feel the need to drink in the...
Oh shit, what the hell? Look this thing off.
You need to get to the heart of why... Black's? What? Yeah, right behind Black's hardware store. There's a white guy selling it. Look, doing crack is not the way to stop drinking.
Fucking hell. I am a child. Oh, what the hell? Oh, everybody, I'm Alex. All right, here we go. Back to this video.
Pop, and it looks pretty darn good. It's SDR, which is kind of a bummer considering that Remote Play already has support for HDR on your PC, or your phone for that matter, which is another compelling argument for using a strap-on controller, if you don't mind.
Strap-ons? Now we're talking about strap-ons? Bucks. And then strap-ons? Sounds like we're looking into Linus Tech Tips Pornhub history. Very, very interesting search.
Of a bummer considering that Remote Play already has support for HDR on your PC, or your phone for that matter, which is another compelling argument for using a strap-on controller.
I did not intend for any of this to happen. For him to say Blacks, to talk about strap-ons, to talk about his kinks and stuff. I didn't expect this out of Linus.
If you don't mind the smaller screen. But I think we made it clear in our cost breakdown why a brighter HDR display probably wasn't in the cards and wouldn't have helped.
That thing is giant. That thing is bigger than Marla's foot. Like, look at that thing. It's bigger than Mary Jane's chin. Oh, that might be pushing it. It's bigger than Abby Zilla. Look at the size of that thing. Maybe it just looks so big and Linus like pathetic, scrawny little non-masculine frame. I mean, just to be fair, look at Linus. He's like a scrawny little like shriveled up kid.
Cards and
look how big it looks in his hands. He's just so tiny and pathetic. It's just so tiny and pathetic that it just looks big in his hands.
Wouldn't have helped battery life either. Now, before it was announced, there were rumors that the Portal would be more of a standalone device, like the PlayStation Vita, rather than a device dedicated to streaming games from the PlayStation 5 you already own. And I can see why people were excited for that.
I mean, I would have been. So yeah. $2 from Prince Stickfigure. Linus Tech Tips, more like Linus Sus Tips. $5 from Nippin! When Brian said what, it sounded like Young Ye. It did! Yeah.
But now that it's in our hands, we love how easy it is to use, and I feel like the simplicity is one of the Portal's greatest strengths.
Or its weakness. Honestly, I think it's its weakness.
I mean, I've made my issues with it clear at this point, but I feel like it's a lot like the PSVR 2. It's great tech at a fair price.
Man, these guys are lenient on PlayStation's tech, and PlayStation's tech is mid. Like the PlayStation VR is okay. It's all right. Just okay. The new earbuds are just okay. The controller is just okay. The tablet is trash. But these guys are always so merciful with Sony's hardware. Like they're always like so embracing of it and welcoming of it, but like when they run you down all the negatives, you're like, this sounds like trash. Delta chat, how was our first episode on the wrestling channel? Delta, don't ask that. I mean, I want to get feedback over time, Fratanga, the first episode of Fratanga Taps, my wrestling channel, recap of Survivor Series is up. I have a recap of Monday Night Raw from yesterday that I'm working on. I'm going to have up tonight. Then I got, videos on the Fratanga Plays channel to work on. I'm not too sure what... I have quite a bit to work with this week. I haven't chosen yet, So we will see.
That is, as long as you're willing to enter a monogamous relationship with Sony, or wait for community tinkerers to strip out the limitations.
What? Stripping? Now we're talking about stripping? Jesus Christ, Linus. What is this video tonight? What is it? Strap-on stripping blacks? Like, Jesus. Oh, Linus. Put on the high heels already, Linus, and the red lipstick.
Fair price. That is, as long as you're willing to enter a monogamous relationship with Sony, or wait for community.
What the fuck? This is just one of the most bizarre videos I've ever seen from Linus.
VR2. It's great tech at a fair price. That is, as long as you're willing to enter a monogamous
enter a relationship with Sony strap-ons.
Relationship with Sony, or wait for community tinkerers to strip out the limitations.
Why did he wink? What was that? What was that
a
gesture
fair
for?
price.
Why was that? What was the point of the gesture? I don't understand.
That is, as long as you're willing to enter a monogamous relationship with Sony, or wait for community tinkerers
Look,
to
he looks that way. Winks. What are you trying to tell us, Linus? Are you and Jim Ryan? You know, are you guys getting it on? Are you guys shagging? Like, what's going on?
strip out the limitations. As it is today, though, we can't rely on that. But if you've already bought into the PS5 ecosystem and you share a TV with other people in your house, the Portal gives more.
He was winking at Jim Ryan! That's what he was doing! Oh my God! He was winking at Jim Ryan! He was talking about strap-ons, blacks, strippers, monogamous relationship. Then he winks at the camera as he's complimenting me. It's Jim Ryan. It all makes sense. He's been getting it on with someone at Sony headquarters.
Value to the console you already own. Value that I would argue is well worth the cost of admission. My only worry is whether the Portal will continue to give value beyond the PS5. See, it's hard to predict if the PlayStation 6, for example, will be able to stream to the Portal, since Sony's track record with
That is a very good question. $1.99 from Elementaro, Linus Sterling. Sus!
backwards and forwards compatibility is complicated to say the least. What's not complicated is where you can go to buy one. We're gonna have links to where to buy the PlayStation Portal,
What?
and also
links! Links on where to buy. That's it. It's an affiliate link. I fucking knew it. Let's see. It has to be an affiliate link. No fucking way. Wow. Buy the Portal. Buy the controller. Modern Warfare 3 bundle. Slim. Bro. Purchases made through some store links may provide compensation. Oh, wait. That's different. Discuss this for. Wow. Just. Oh, Linus link tips more like, bruh. You fucking shill. Such a shameless shill. Reforge Linus, wow.
backwards and forwards compatibility is complicated to say the least. What's not complicated is where you can go to buy one.
He would legally have to be told to mention that there's paid promotion, which he does mention up here.
We're gonna have links to where to buy the PlayStation Portal, and also a link to our sponsor, Ugreen.
Another sponsor? That's 2 sponsors, 1 video, plus affiliate links from Sony. They got bank for this video. Monetization for it. 2 sponsorship placement ads. Affiliate links to PlayStation products that they're definitely getting a cut of. That is, and then Ugreen as well. Look at this, Ugreen, another promotion. Linus Tech Tips, more like fucking Linus ad placements. Linus ad placement. Linus ad tips. Linus feg tips. Very creative, Unforgiven. You really wanted me to say that word, but that was the like the least creative way to say it. Yeah. Linus just a dick deep. So does the Portal with the RTX on Steam Deck mean that we'll get a PlayStation Portal with RTX? Jesus Christ.
Ah, Black Friday, the time when Americans have traditionally upgraded their charging solutions.
Who is this gay retard on my screen? Get this guy off.
From
Wow.
0 to 60%.
Wow, literally dedicates the last fucking entire minute of the video to an ad. This is ridiculous. And then another ad over here at the beginning. bro, wow, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, who? I don't know, man. Like, this level of shilling and selling out is just so disgraceful. I couldn't do it. I don't know how you throw your conscience away so easily. I mean, some people will root for you and cheer you on. They're like, get that bread. Go shill. But a part of me is like, don't do it. Learn your lesson. Don't buy these products. Because part of me is, I'm like, he like me, just like me, for real, for real. People should be warned. So that's just, wow. It's very disappointing. Like, I don't know what to make a video on. There's Jim Sterling freaking out about Hogwarts Legacy. There's the Alex Xbox tax video where I could expose Alex and everybody else in a very funny way. There is the Starfield Steam reviews. That one's interesting. We could talk about. And then there is also this video on someone who's just capping for The Last of Us 2, The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, which actually we might just watch now real quick. Get a preview of that one. I don't know, man. I have a lot to select from, but I can't really choose right now. Yeah. But I mean, it's been a really good stream tonight, chat. I had a very fucking good time. It was a very fun stream. I felt like super focused on everything tonight. I don't know. It all worked out very well. Fixed my audio. Got new headphones. So yeah. Got new headphones, fixed the echoing, everything. You know, Streamlabs did a lot of work to fix things. $10 from Levi Sorensen. If you stayed with us through the entire video, enjoy all these special ads we have for you. Exactly! That's just ridiculous. I think it's, yeah. Talk like Ernie and Bert and Ernie. Hey, Bert. Oh, what's wrong, Bert? I don't wanna. It's very hard to. Oh, hey, Bert. No. I can't. Oh, hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. No, can't go deep enough. Yeah, all of them, all of them. I can't do all of them unless you guys are okay with me pulling back on the editing so I can focus on the response parts. If you guys are okay with me, like, if you guys really want to see me do all 3 of those videos at once, you have to be okay with me half-assing them, like, to an insane degree. You have to be okay with it. We have to come to an agreement now. Or no half-assing allowed. What is it then? No half-assing allowed? Or half-assing allowed so I can pull off all 3 of these videos? Firmly grasp it! Maybe all of them. Remastered Abominable Muscles, yeah. Enough to buy that deck OLED now thanks to those Sonos. That's true. That's very true. Donos! Bro, golfers! Of course you would approve money. The price to let Frid be mid. Try UFD tech video made on PlayStation Portal. Should I try that? UFD? Alright, fine. No half-ass, full-ass. Half-ass nation. Pull. Bring us the mid. Half-ass it, you've earned it. Thank you, Jess. Pull. Verbally grasp it. Yeah. You took my only food. Now I'm gonna starve. Mid-tang is fine. No half-assing. Some of you take it personal. Some of you are like, no, Frit, I want my intros. I want my funny edits. I want my good commentary. And I want my video late. Okay. With no ads on it, too. Alright, I'll make sure it doesn't have ads. Thanks, Frit. You're welcome. Let me fuck myself over for your entertainment. Yes, please. Oh. That's a good Patrick, Lowell. Well, it may be stupid, but it's also dumb. What is this place? Never half-ass 2 things. Whole-ass 1 thing. I like Delta's advice. Not as much as his voice, but his advice is great too. That makes sense to me. Well, it may be stupid, but it's also dumb. Push yourself. Tis the only way and shit. Oh, man, yeah. But still true. Fuck the fans. Make the mid. Joey Scoops! I like your attitude. I've been learning fuck the fans recently. Sorry, fans. But I've been saying fuck the fans a lot recently. And you guys are like, understandable, Frit. We get it. We're a crazy bunch, Frit. We do make people's lives a little bit harder. So we understand why you don't like us, Frit. But it's not that I don't like you guys. It's just that you guys are assholes. You guys are cunts. Big time assholes. Like when it comes time for my L, you guys don't let up. You guys really go fucking hard on me when it's time for an L, and it's brutal, you know. So you know, I've seen the evil side of my audience. It's some scary shit. Little Jimmy, you and Alex make my editing job much more enjoyable, but with Frit I get the most distracted. It's because you have to pay attention to what I put on screen, because I actually edit stuff on the screen. No, the secret to it is substance abuse. That's why Alex will never be able to get to that level of putting out, you know, funny edits. It's just substance abuse. He's long past his prime years. He ain't gonna abuse substances to try and be funny. But I will. Holy crap, Eric! Welcome to the memberships. Thank you for becoming a enabler. I am fucked up. That tall ass cider. That was a strong one. I'm faded. Faded as fuck. Firmly grasp it. Okay. You guys really like that phrase from Patrick, don't you? Droogs. Exactly, Josh. You know the secret. Okay, so I'm an asshole? Yes, Josh. Duh. He's kidding, YouTube overlords. What? Oh, YouTube overlords. Yeah, yes, YouTube overlords. I am kidding. Completely new guy. $5. Missed most of the stream. I just want to say, in the case of Jim Sterling, you're either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become pregnant. Completely new guy. I'm pregnant. Holy crap, Eric. Member for one. Oh, wait, no. Gifted one membership. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite time of the stream.
Xbox.
Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Oh, come on. Bullshit. Whatever. I'll have to fucking type it in for you. Okay? Ugh. Yeah. Is the stream over with already? We're almost on for 3 hours. Thank you for the one gifted membership. You have given us one comrade. One more body for me to throw at my enemies. Thank you. Much appreciated. To the front lines with you. You want to be a hero? The slenderest truth. Welcome to the memberships. Thank you for becoming an enabler out of your free will. Can you dig it? Sucker. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is it. This is for you. Oh, you didn't know? No! Your ass better call somebody! Ah! And you consider this team the greatest tag team champions. The new Outlaws! It's me! This is for you, comrade. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you. That is for you. Specifically for you. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody! Exactly. So anyway, let's check out this remaster comparison real quick for The Last of Us 2. Yeah. Holy crap, Eric gifted 1 membership. You know what he wants. I know what he wants. Everyone knows what he wants. The basic one. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Yo! Thank you. One more able body to throw against the enemy. Please, be my human meat shield. Defend our country. Anyway, The Last of Us 2 Remastered versus The Last of Us 2 graphics comparison. Here we go. This is it, guys. Let's see this amazing comparison. Let's put it in full screen. All right, I got to with my own 2 eyes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Dom the bomb
back to the channel, and I am
Dom the
back for
bomb
another video discussing The Last of Us Part 2 Remaster.
Beautiful.
So after heavy requests from people, I'm going to be doing a comparison.
Monley, what happened to our communist emoji I told you to make a few weeks back, Monley? Monley, where are you? I know you're in the chat. Where's the communist symbol I told you to make? So we can have a communist emoji. Or did we cancel that? Update me.
Video between The Last
of
Us Part 2 Remaster and The Last of Us Part 2 PS4 Edition. Now, if you want to see the comparison images, and I've compiled them up here to give you kind of a look at what is the difference between the main and the original. Now, I'm sure in due time, if Naughty Dog feels necessary like they did with the remake, they may do comparison photos, but I'm gonna be honest, there's not much of a graphical difference in between the PS4 and PS5 versions. Like, you're gonna notice little minor things like lighting or shading or many little details.
Man, can we even really call it a remaster? Like, just to label it a remaster is shameless. It's not a fucking remaster.
Nothing super major, but we're gonna go through them regardless. So, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. We're almost at 375,000 subscribers, so be sure to hit that notification bell. Have it set to all so you don't miss any of my videos discussing The Last of Us or Naughty Dog. We've got a lot in store with that. We're nearing 50 days till release, so a lot is on the horizon.
What?
All right, we go for 2,000 likes on this video. Greatly appreciate it. And let's get straight into it.
All right, just show me.
Enjoy.
Show me the screenshots. Here we go. Finally. Come on. That was real? I thought he made that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put up a poll on this one, chat. Let's see. Pokemon go to the polls. I'm putting up a poll on this one. First image. Here we go. Alright. Pokemon go to the polls for image number 1. Personally, I don't see, I mean, I think I see it more in the clothes than anywhere else. Slightly more in the clothes. I mean, personally, I think the PS4 one kind of looks a little better. It has to be a promotional image. But it doesn't look like an upgrade to me. They're the same picture. What? No. Y'all, no factions. Y'all get this? Exactly, Minxie. You tell them, girl. Throw a sandwich at them while you're at it. Nice. The one thing that will never get remastered are Minxie's sandwiches, because they're always perfect right out of the oven. Can't fool me, chat. Okay, wow, I guess that's real. Oh my fucking god. Is this guy pixelating part 2 on purpose? He is. The image on the left is bloated up. and pixelated and distorted. Dom the Bomb, you shameless bastard. No shame on you, eh? No wonder! No wonder on the likes. This took me a while to get everything compiled. Dude, what? It's bloated, like it's pixelated. Look. Look at this one over here and then look at this one. It's wider. The image has been stretched. This one has been stretched. This one looks like it's been stretched and pixelated, like, and reduced the pixel quality for that reason. This one looks native, but it also looks like it's been slightly zoomed in on, so this is a terrible comparison already. Looks like they took some freckles away from Abby. I mean Ellie. They took some freckles off her, I guess. It took me a while to pixelate. Bro, it looks the exact same. Yeah. It's been bloated up. Yeah, it's been stretched. Bro, he fucked with the images. He fucked with the images. This YouTuber did. There's no graphical difference on this one, right? I mean, this is just like it looks like he took the oh my god. What? This doesn't look right. No, yeah, no, it looks manipulated. Where did he get these images from anyway? I didn't even see these anywhere else. This one, I don't know, this one could be, I don't know. Again, I just feel like it's just fucking with the images. Don't matter, it will look the same. I mean, it looks the same regardless, so it doesn't matter, it's already shit, but it looks like someone's fucked with the images. Like, it doesn't look like this is actually from the game, but like images have been fucked with. The image on the right was altered. Yeah, I can tell. This one looks like they used the motion blur tool around these mouths and took that off. Honestly, I think these are just all being enhanced. Not enhanced, but just fucked with. I mean, this is just not, it doesn't look right. Seconds got a hold on me. You are right about the bloating. I am, aren't I? Yeah. Look at this image right here, right? This one looks like it was just captured at two different moments in time. Right? I don't know if this one's much of an upgrade. This one looks more like it was just captured at a different in a different frame. It's just like a different frame. So $2 from Bad Dragonite. Lit feels like they adjusted the brightness slider. Yeah. The left ones are all altered to look worse. Yeah, they are. $2 from Partial Mean 8. He screwed with the contrast. I might call this YouTuber out. It was crazy. You confirmed it in Photoshop, Virkus? Can you send me the... You confirmed it in Photoshop. Can you confirm that to me in Discord? Message me what you did in Photoshop. If I could open up GIMP right now and do it, I would, but... It does look like he's been stretching one. Like, look at this one right here. This is clearly just been altered. Maybe. Well, hold on. The anti-aliasing here looks a little bit... But, or... no, it's about the... No, yeah, the AA is better over here. Or is it? No, it's just the specific trees. It is the same. Look at the low pixelation right here. on the Last of Us text. You see this right here? See the low pixelation? Even the text. He made even the text for the game low res pixels. So he's clearly altered these images. Let's see on this one. And she's just made it darker. Just turned down the saturation. That's all they did, really. Let me see. Hold on. Actually, I would say the other image looks a little bit sharper this time. It looks weird. The remastered looks wrong. It just doesn't look right. You guys can't tell. You guys can't tell on my stream, but I can tell on my. Again, it's just the darkness was changed. Now this time the original looks better on this side. Like, this guy did not put these images well together. Let's see. He just zoomed in on this one! Like, he so clearly zoomed in on this one. You can see that, chat, right? Chat, you can obviously, on this one, you can see it, right? I'm not crazy. You guys can see it. He zoomed in on the left and stretched the image. The image is stretched. Like, I edit on GIMP all the time. I would know what it looks like when you stretch an image. That's what it looks like when you stretch an image. It's zoomed in a bit more. Stretched out a little. This one is the most noticeable one. Look at the arm. It is clearly the same image, though. So it's been zoomed in on and made to look worse. That's just, wow. Image at different resolution. This is not a no, not on this one. This is clearly a case of zooming in, because you can't even see the horse's legs. At the very least, on the image on the right, you can see the horse's tail and part of its legs. Over here, it's zoomed in to the point where it, like, just cuts off at the thigh. Yeah. Alright, this one looks better on the remaster by a long shot. But it does look like the image on the left, it was caught in the middle of motion, but I would say this one is the biggest difference. Even look at the interior of the car. This one does look enhanced. But they are two different moments in the frames, so I don't know. It does look zoomed in on this one too as well, just a bit. They added more freckles to them? Why? More dirt. Throw more dirt on Abby's face, yeah. Just like cake her face in dirt. Just like, well, I don't understand. $10 for more dirt on the face? For more freckles on her ugly partner's face? What is this crap? This looks... I'll downgrade. Downgrade. Debunk. Oh, is that your Twitter? Eh? Oh no, that's your Instagram. I'm gonna find you on Twitter. I'm gonna make your life miserable. This image is stupid to compare. This one is just two completely different angles. Again, this just looks like a boost in saturation. This does not really look like an improvement. no. Oh my god, this song is terrible. I hate this song. Here, I'm gonna play that song for you. Let me grab my guitar. Hold on. Do this out. Watch. That guy, all he's doing is doing shit like this, right? He's just like, listen to this song, whatever it is. Yeah, so he's just going. He's going. No, 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 no. There you go. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's music. That's music, apparently. Like, this crappy, like, background. This is this crap. Like, barely, like, here, look. La 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 There you go. Done. Soy music! Mixing, yes! Soy music! That's what we call it. That's Neil's music. Yeah. La 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 la. This does not fit The Last of Us, yeah. No, wait, this is an official song? It's a cover song by Ellie, but it's heavily edited for some reason. Lol, maybe copyright. Oh. Frit should voice cue to you? No. Cock and run! Alright, I'm done. I'm done. The remake is trash, it's garbage. It's a ripoff. Don't buy it. Don't support this trash. Don't support Naughty Dog. Save your money. Give it to me. Give it to God. The right person. Daddy Frit. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been one hell of a stream. One of the best I've had in a while. I had a lot of fun. I think the whole Xbox tax thing was very fun. It's a very fun, stupid thing to, like, argue about online. It's just funny. It brings out the funniest side of anybody. So yeah. Anyway, I got lots of stuff I gotta work on. I can't forget that I have a second channel that I gotta promise to do raw recaps on. So I gotta go back and make sure I get my shit done. So be sure to tune into that if you are wrestling fans. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, tune into it anyway. It's still entertaining. Sort of. It's also the only, other than streams I have on my channel, it's the only other long-form, unedited content I have. Some people like long-form, unedited audio. Some really like that, so if that's what you're looking for, you'll be able to get that at the Fritanga Taps channel before I start moving to some more edited format for that channel. But for now, I'm just publishing content as much as possible on it. So yeah. Have yourselves a good night. Thank you all so much for joining. Don't drink soy, and be safe, be sexy, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Good night, and bye-bye.